and today we are going to discuss 25th dated Shift-1, 25th dated Shift-1 paper detailed solutions, math followed by physics, chemistry solutions will be discussed. Right, dear students, this paper, math paper, comparatively yesterday's two papers, this is bit easy I can say. Let us see the solutions, right dear students. Chalo, so move to the first question. You see, this is a question related to circles. Let A be a circle, I mean a circle C touch the lines. You see, this is line 1 L1, this is line 2 L2. Observe that these two are parallel lines, K1, K2 are some real numbers. If a line passing through the center of the circle C intersects L1 at -1, 2 and L2 at 3, -6, then the equation of the circle C is. Fine, you can understand this question like there is a circle, two parallel tangents are given, fine. Now, there is a line passing through the center of the circle C and intersects L1, L2 at two different points. Suppose there is some line which intersects L1 at -1, 2 and L2 at 3, -6, right. So, then the equation of the circle C is, my point is friends, since these two are parallel lines, this is at the center, undoubtedly the center is going to be the midpoint of these two. The midpoint of these two is 1, -2. You see, luckily in the options there is one and only one option with center 1, -2. So, you can go with option number 3, that is all. So, center of the circle is known. If at all you want to find the radius, let me give the idea my dear friends. You can, so already this line slope is given, suppose, and you already know this, you can find this angle between these two you can find, because its slope is 4/3. Already since 2 points are known on this, you just find theta, and you see once you find theta, angle between these two lines, you just try to find sin theta, radius by this distance you can find, which is half of this total distance, you can find radius even. But of course, according to these options, I can say you no need to calculate, you will get option C is the only option having the center 1, -2. So, problem closed. Let us go to the next problem. You see this question, it is a definite integral e power cos x into sin x by, you see this picture. Whenever you see this, it is very clear, that very clear idea, sin x is here, all are in terms of cos. Why don't you choose cos x is equal to t, my dear friends? If cos x is t, minus sin x dx will become dt. Fine. Now, you just change the limits of this definite integral. When x is 0, t is 1, when x is pi, t is -1. So, here e power t by 1 plus t square into, you can say, e power t plus e power minus t, okay, and sin x dx will become minus dt. Fine. Now, this minus I just change like -1 to 1, you can say e power t dt by 1 plus t square into e power t plus e power minus t. Now, in this stage, dear friends, this integral, let me take it as I, let me apply King's formula, right. So, that if you take a plus b minus x, here you will get e power minus t by almost denominator same. So, by applying King's formula, I plus I will become, you see, e power t plus e power minus t, these two get cancelled, integral -1 to 1, you will get 1 by 1 plus t square dt. So, 1 by 1 plus t square is tan inverse t, apply the limits 1 to -1, you will get pi by 4 minus of minus pi by 4, which is, friends, I can say I is equal to pi by 4 is the answer. You see, this is 2I is 2 times pi by 4. So, I is equal to pi by 4. The basic idea to answer this question is take cos x is t, then apply King's formula, you will get the answer, right. Then you go to the third question. It is not that difficult. You see, simple one, ABC be the lengths of sides of a triangle, given a plus b by 7 is b plus c by 8, c plus a by 9. Small r and capital R are going to be in radius and circumradius of a triangle, then we want capital R by small r formula. Right friends, you just take this as k, so you will get a plus b is 7k, b plus c is 8k and c plus a is 9k, right. From this friends, twice of a plus b plus c is going to be 24k, so a plus b plus c is going to be 12k, right. When a plus b plus c is 12k, a plus b 7 means you can say c is, I can say 5k and b is 9 means 3k, a means I can take like, yeah, this is 8, you can say 4k. Of course, you know a, b, c are going to form a right angle triangle. Since it is a ratio, you can take the sides of a triangle like proportionate, we can take 3, 4, 5, fine. So, now friends, in a right angle triangle, circumradius is half of the hypotenuse, so 5 by 2, and in radius r is equal to delta by s. You know, since it is a right angle triangle, delta is half into base into height, s is semi perimeter, half of 12, right. You can say small r is 1. So, now capital R by small r, you see 5 by 2 by 1. So, the answer is 5 by 2, dear friends. First option is the right answer. It is a basic standard question, even you can find this model question in our NCERT books even, right. It is a standard question. So far we have done 3 questions, all the 3 questions are, I can say, not difficult, not even moderate, we can say easy questions, all the 3 questions are to be, right. Next question, dear student, you see a functional relation is given, f of x plus y is 2 f of x into f of y, given f of 1 is 2, okay. Now we need to find f of alpha plus k, right. This is simple friends. First of all, you try to find f of 2 by definition, which is f of 1 plus 1, which is 2 into f of 1 into f of 1, which is 2 cube, f of 2 is 2 cube. You just find f of 3, which is f of 2 plus 1, you can write, dear students, I can say f of 2 into f of 1 into 2, which is 2 into 2 cube into 2, which is 2 power 5. You can observe the rhythm, my dear friends. For any number, here 1 2, here 1 2 comes, 2 square will be multiplied to the previous. So, you can observe that f of x is nothing but, you see 2 power 1, 2 power 3, 2 power 5, 2 power whatever x is given, it is double minus 1, 2x minus 1, that is all. Am I correct? You just check, perfectly fits. So, I could decode f of x minus 1. Now, f of alpha plus k, you can write sigma k is equal to 1 to 10. F of alpha plus k, you can write 2 into f of alpha into f of k, but the sigma runs on only k. So, you can take out f of alpha, which is 2 power 2 alpha minus 1, f of k stands for k is equal to 1 means 2 plus 2 cube plus 2 power 5 plus 10th term means 2 power 19. So, friend, this is going to be 2 power 2 alpha into, which is a GP with first term 2 and common ratio 2 square, a into r to the power of how many terms? 10 terms, that is 2 power 20 minus 1 by r minus 1, which is 3, right. Now, you compare this with 2 power 20 minus 1, you can just see here first term is 2, a into r power n minus 1 by r minus 1. You see this 3 fits here, right. Then 2 power 20 minus 1 fits here. So, 2 power 2 alpha plus 1 is left. 2 alpha plus 1 is 2 power 9 it is. Alpha is going to be 4, that is all. 4 is the answer. This is also friends a standard question only. In functions topic you can see this kind of question in previous exams even. So, a functional relation is given, you need to decode what is f of x, then you just apply sum. The previous kind of question itself, not a new and different or difficult question, right. The next, my dear friend, this is another one. So, A is a 3 by 3 matrix where 1 1 0 like this sum product is given and x is given like x1 x2 x3 column matrix, A minus 2i into x is 4 1 1. Here what you need to do is you need to find out the matrix A. You see friends, this matrix A, for your convenience let me take, let it be A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I be this matrix. When this is multiplied by 1 1 0, you have to get 1 1 0. So, you will get some equation friends. What is that? This into this, A plus B is going to be 1, right. Then again D plus E is going to be 1, that is G plus H is going to be 1. So, this is all about first data. Now, second data I can say, you see here he has given different numbers. So, he has given like, you see this is 1 0 1 gives minus 1 0 1, which means again you multiply A plus C, I can say A plus C is going to be minus 1 and again D plus F is going to be 0 and G plus I is going to be again 1. So, second data is also done. Third one is little easier, you can see third one he kept here 0 0 1, accordingly he got some numbers. You see what did he put? 0 0 1, next this is 1 1 2. Now, you just multiply friends, what will you get? First row and first column you will get C value is 1 dear friends, right. Then this is F value is going to be, I can say again 1 and I value, this is I is equal to 2. So, friends, out of the 9 variable values you got the first column here, I can say C F I are nothing but 1 1 2 friends here. I can say this is 1 1 2. Now, you know that A plus C minus 1, you see this data A plus C minus 1 means you can make it minus 2, D plus F 0, that means sum of these two 0 means this is minus 1 and G plus I 1, this is already 2 means this is minus 1. So, you can find minus 2 minus 1 here, 1 1 2 here. Then next friends, A plus B 1, their sum is 1 in the sense it is 3. Now, D plus E 1 means here 2, G plus H 1 means here 2. Now, friends, A is completely known, X is x1, x2, x3. So, he wants A minus 2i into x is this equation. So, once you know A, I can say bit time taking undoubtedly, but I can solve this question definitely. So, A minus 2i will become like subtract 2i, this is minus 4 3 1, this is minus 1 0 1, here minus 1 0 0. This is A, my dear friends, into you can write like x1 x2 x3 is equal to 4 1 1. So, this is part number 1, we could find the system of equations here 3 equations. Now, you just try to find how many solutions it is going to have. This is friends, I can just find here, you can see either rank method or something you can find, you can observe that rank of A is equal to rank of A by B is equal to 2. So, you will get infinitely many solutions. Okay. It depends, just So, this is the major part of the problem, rest of the part is the standard one, you can do this, right dear students? Fine. The next, you see the next question, you can also see f from R to R defined by f of x is some cubic expression given, g of x is a function such that g of f of x is equal to x. It is a standard question in derivatives, g dash of 63, that means g is inverse of f. To find g dash of 63, first thing is g is inverse function of f, that is the first observation. Take the derivative here, f dash of g of x into g dash of x is 1. Put x is equal to 63, f dash of g of 63 is into g dash of 63 is equal to 1. G of 63 stands for, that means its inverse input function 63 means you want the output of this value to be 63. So, this is 68, if x is equal to 4 it works 63. So, friends, g of 63 is going to be 4. So, f dash of 4 into g dash of 63 is equal to 1. What is f dash of 4? Its derivative is 3x square plus 1, put x is equal to 4, 16 into 3, 48 plus 1, 49. So, friends, g dash of 63 is going to be 1 by 49, right? First option is the answer. Clear dear students? So, this is a standard question, not difficult question, not different question. So, such kind of questions you can find earlier also in JEE Main and previous questions, right? Next dear friends, this is simple one. So, consider the following two propositions P1, P2. If this proposition is equivalent as false, he is asking, that means there may be some specified case where it is false, because P implies something, false implies any statement is true, but I want false in the sense P must be true, friends, because if P is false, false implies anything is true. So, P must be true. True implies, you can just see this is false, or what should be there to get false. If it is true, this totally true, true implies true is true. So, Q must also be false, friends, so that this is false, true implies false is false. So, from the given statement we got P should be true and Q must be false, then only this becomes false. For these data you just check this one whether true or false. True implies true is true, whose negation is false. Now, true and true is true, and this is false or false is false, true and false is false, both are false, my dear friends. So, you can go with both P1 and P2 are false, that is it. So, you should not waste much time in solving these questions. If you could do bit fast, you can save time and you can put at some other questions, right. The next, my dear friends, you see this question, this is related to, you can observe this question here, the LHS part is nothing but like a GP, right. Every time 2 power is increased, 3 power is decreased. That means every time you are multiplying the previous one with 3 by 2, you see. So, you can say 3 power 1 decreases, 2 power 1 increases. It is a GP with first term A is equal to 1 by 2 into 3 power 10, common ratio R is equal to 3 by 2, and number of terms you can see 2 power 1, 2 square 2, 2 power 10. Yes, it is a GP. SN formula in GP is A into 3 power 10, A into R power n, that is 10 minus 1 by R minus 1, this is 1 by 2. So, 2 got cancelled. So, 1 by, you can say here 3 power 10 minus 2 power 10 by, you can say 3 power 10 into 2 power 10 is the answer. So, that he has given the same, but k is given here. So, friends, I can say k value is nothing but 3 power 10 minus 2 power 10. So, then the remainder when k is divided by 6, again extended the problem. The remainder when k is divided by 6 means, what is the remainder that you can find here? 3 power 10. You see, when divided by 6, 3 power 1 remainder is 3, 3 square remainder is 3, 3 cube remainder is 3. Every time here you will get the remainder is 3 itself when divided by 6. Whereas minus, you see 2 power 1 remainder is 2, 2 square remainder is 4, 2 cube remainder is 2, 2 power 4 remainder is 4. That means so every time 2 power even number, the remainder will be 4. So here the remainder is 4. Remainder 3 minus 4 means minus 1. When divided by 6, remainder minus 1 means 6 minus 1, 5 is the remainder. So you can go with the option 5. That's all. Okay, dear students. The next I can say, you see here, this is another question. So f of x be a polynomial function such that polynomial, that is important, such that f of x plus f dash x plus f double dash x is degree 5 polynomial, friends. Now the value of limit extends to 1 f of x by x minus 1. Okay. So I mean to say, dear friends, f dash of 1 I require. So I can say here f of x is, since its degree x power 5, so f of x must have degree 5. So here it starts with x power 4 x cube. So you need to find f of x. Since x power 5 is there, why don't you take f of x as x power 5 plus a x power 4 plus b x cube plus c x square plus dx plus e. Why don't you take like this? Because it should be, f of x degree cannot be more than 5. If it is, you will get like this. That too cannot be less than 5 even, and the leading coefficient must also be 1. So f dash x you try to write here. Here you write 5x power 4 plus 4a x cube plus 3b x square plus 2cx plus d. Okay. And f double dash of x is 20x cube, you can write. So 12a x square plus 6bx plus 2c. Yes. Now if you add all these, x power 5 is fine. You see, x power 4 coefficient must be cancelled, so a value must be minus 5, first point. Then x cube can be cancelled, a is minus 5 means minus 20 plus 20 got cancelled, b must be 0, friends. Now x square coefficient, here b is 0, 12a minus 60, c must be 60, right? Yeah. Next, then x coefficient d and 2c will be 120, 6b will be 0, so d must be minus 120. Yeah. The next you can go with constant e plus b d plus 2c must be 64, friends. So d is already minus 120, 2c is 120 got cancelled, e is equal to 64. From this discussion now you are ready with f of x, friends. X power 5 minus 5x power 4, b term 0, c is 60x cube, 60x square because x cube term is absent, plus d is minus 120x plus e is 64. Okay. This is f of x by x minus 1, limit extends to 1 is given. Okay, friends. Now if you put x tends to 1, you will get 0 by 0. So L'Hospital's rule, 5x power 4 minus 20x cube plus 120x minus 120, put x is equal to 1. These two got cancelled. I can say 5 minus 20 minus 15 is the answer. Bit time taking, but what you need to observe is f of x is a polynomial of this kind. So, you take f of x like this, f of x plus f dash x plus f double dash x, right. So, this is the way, fine. Next dear friends, you just see this one. So, E1, E2 be two events such that the conditional probabilities, yeah, it is very easy definition. This is P of E1 intersection E2 by P of E2 is given as 1 by 2. This is also P of E1 intersection E2 by P of E1 is given as 3 by 4. But and P of E1 intersection E2 is given as 1 by 8. So, from this friends, you can say P of E2 is 1 by 8, this is already into 2, okay, which is 2 by 8, 1 by 4. P of E1 is 1 by 8 into 4 by 3, so which is 1 by 6, okay, 1 by 6. Yeah. Now, you just take the Venn diagram, suppose this is E1, this is E2, P of E1 intersection E2 is 1 by 8. So, 3 by 24, this is 4 by 24, so this is 1 by, I can say, yeah. So, P of E1 E2 1 by 4, right. So, you can say 2 by 8, so 1 by 8, right. Then similarly, P of E2 is 1 by 8, okay. P of E1 1 by 6 means this is, I can say, 1 by 6 minus 1 by 8, 2 by 1 by 24 this is, okay. Now, you just go to the other things and check the options. Out of all the 4 options, you see this is P of E1 into P of E2, no, but P of E1 intersection E2 dash means E1 but not E2, which is 1 by 24 it is. P of E1 into P of E2 also 1 by 6 into 1 by 4, perfect, it matches, option 3 is the right answer. In this problem, what you need to do is, dear students, first of all try to find, just apply the definitions of conditional probability or multiplication theorem, I can say, so that you got P of E1, P of E2 by Venn diagram, by addition theorem, you can find all the probabilities and verify, that is it. It is not a difficult question, not a lengthy question, fine. Yeah. Now, this question friends, A is a matrix like, given like, you see, yeah, 0 minus 2 2 0, fine, and M is a matrix like, you see, A square plus A power 4 plus A power 6 plus and so on A power 20. N is a matrix like A plus A cube plus A power 5 and so on A power 19, okay. Now, friends, I just want to comment about the matrix Mn square, Mn square. You can observe one thing friends, you just try to find A square, this is, if you multiply 0 minus 2 2 0, what will you get here? This is 0 minus 4 and I can say 0 0, this is again 0, I can say minus 4. So, which is like minus 4i. So, if you take A power 4 16 I square, you will get 16 0 0 16. One thing you can observe, A square, A power 4, A power 6, A power 20 all will be like some number into I. So, if you add all these, finally you will get a matrix like K0 0 K kind of, undoubtedly a symmetric matrix, right. And if you find A cube, 4i into A, in the sense A cube will be 4i into A, multiply this with minus 4, you will get 0 8 minus 8 0, you will get a matrix of this kind. Similarly, A power 4 like this, A power 5 will be like this. So, if you find n, you will get like 0 L minus L 0 kind of you will get. Now, n square if you find, n square you can, if you find, it will be like m 0 0 m kind of. Now, you product these two, finally mn square will be like some number, you will not get 0 every time, 2 minus 4 16 like that you will get like p 0 0 p, where p cannot be 0, right. So, from this the final product mn square is going to be a symmetric matrix undoubtedly and a non-identity. You can just observe a square, a power 4 and odd, you can see you will get a non-identity symmetric matrix as the answer. Okay, dear students. Next, you see this question, so integration related indefinite integral, we need to comment about g dash function. Okay. So, I can say friends here, why do not you take derivative on both sides? If you take derivative on left side, you will get this function, we are very clear. Right side derivative, you just find it is like u by v. So, v into derivative of u x g dash x plus g of x. So, v derivative of u minus u derivative of v by v square, which is e power x plus 1 whole square. Now, this can also be simplified like, to maintain the derivative e power x plus 1, you can observe like e power x plus 1 into x into cos x minus sin x plus g of x into e power x plus 1 minus x e power x you got by the same denominator e power x plus 1 whole square. You just compare, these two must be same, denominator same. Here you can take e power x plus 1 common in the numerator, you will get x into cos theta minus sin theta. Yeah. So, if you take e power x plus 1 common plus g of x you will left, and so this term is gone, minus x into e power x into g of x will be left, which is just like there, you see the same thing. So, in place of g of x is there, g dash of x is cos theta minus sin theta. So, our observation is g dash of x is cos x minus sin x. Okay. So, from this can you find g of x? So, its integral sin x plus cos x, am I correct? Yeah, this is the thing we got. Now, you just observe first option, g decreasing in the interval 0 to pi by 4, in the sense g dash must be negative. G dash is this, you know, in 0 to pi by 4 cos is greater, sin is smaller, this is going to be positive. So, decreasing in 0 to pi by 4 is a wrong option. G dash increasing means you need to find g double dash. G double dash is cos x derivative minus sin x derivative is cos x. In 0 to pi by 4 this is a negative quantity. So, negative means it must be decreasing, but he said increasing. So, second option is also wrong friends. Then g plus g dash, you just find 2 cos x is positive in first quadrant, even g minus g dash also you just find g minus d dash, 2 sin x you will get. So, that is also positive. I can say g plus g dash and g minus g dash both are increasing in the first quadrant. Okay. Next. So, friends, in the same way this kind of questions are routine questions. You see f of x is some function given, g of x is some function given, you just take derivative and identify whether they are increasing or decreasing. So, you will observe that one increasing, other decreasing. So, f circle g, you see you are given f circle g of, you can say alpha minus 1 whole square by 3 is greater than f of g of alpha minus 5 by 3. So, if one increasing, second decreasing, f circle g of, if you take out reverse order you will get alpha minus 1 whole square by 3 is less than alpha minus 5 by 3. Now, it is a simple inequation, you can solve it, alpha minus 1 whole square is less than 3 alpha minus 5. So, alpha square minus 5 alpha plus 6 less than 0, alpha belongs to 2 comma 3. So, this is the one. The difficulty of this problem is anyhow, you see the problem is either f circle G both increasing or both decreasing, one increasing, one decreasing. If you could not decide, you will get the same sign. The answer would be minus infinity to minus 2. Such option is not there, you see. So, you can save the time. Do not waste your time in proving f and g increasing or decreasing. Check one of the things, either this is the answer or its complement is the answer. Its complement is not available. So, this is the answer. In that way also you can conclude, dear friends. Okay. Then the next one, vectors related question. You see, A is a vector given like A bar, A1, A2, A3, where all A positive. Be a vector which makes equal angles with the coordinate axis Ox, Oy, Oz, positive x, y, z. That means DRs are like 1, 1, 1. So, you can say, why do not you take A bar like some L I cap plus L j cap plus L k cap, because DRs are the same. Now, the projection of A bar on this vector, projection of A bar on B bar is B bar dot A bar by, I think you know this point, projection of A bar on B bar is B bar dot A bar by magnitude of B bar. Okay. So, projection of this on 3, 4 in the sense you can take like this, and the projection is 3L plus 4L by, this is root of 3 square plus 4 square is going to be 5. It is given as 7, from which 7L, no, L is equal to 5 you will get. So, you can say A bar is a vector like 5, 5, 5, that is all. The next, friends, B bar be a vector obtained by rotating A bar with 90 degrees. Okay. So, B bar is another vector, rotating this in the sense it maintains the same magnitude, but it makes an angle say like x, y, z vector. These two are perpendicular, that means 5x plus 5y plus 5z is 0. So, x plus y plus z is equal to 0. Moreover, B bar magnitude and A bar magnitude is same, root of x square plus y square plus z square is equal to root of 75. So, you can say x square plus y square plus z square is also 75, that is the second data. Then, if A bar, B bar, x axis are coplanar, you see x axis is 1, 0, 0 drs and A bar is 5, 5, 5 and B bar is x, y, z, this det is 0. That means y is equal to z you will get, y is equal to z is the third data, 1, 2, 3, you got 3 data, fine. The projection of a vector B bar on this. So, projection of B bar on this means you can say we want 3x plus 4y by 5, this we want. So, we want in terms of x and y, you need to find x and y. Why do not you eliminate z? If y is equal to z, x square plus 2y square is 75. So, y is equal to z means x plus 2y is 0. So, x plus 2y is equal to 0. So, replace x by minus 2y. So, 6y square is equal to 75. Y is nothing but you can say 75 by 6, which is 25 by 2. So, 5 by root 2. Yeah. When y is 5 by root 2, my dear friends, find x, x is minus 2y, x is minus 10 by root 2. Yes. So, why do not you substitute here x plus y, you see 3x is going to be minus 30 plus 20 minus 10 by root 2 by 5, finally you will get minus root 2, okay. Magnitude will be there, no, so root 2 is the answer. That is it. You see, this problem you can observe series of simple concepts. You see, writing this vector, concept 1, projection of a vector on another vector, second one. See, 3 vectors, angle between 2 vectors is 90 degrees, third concept, and coplanarity of 3 vectors, fourth concept. Then again projection, fifth concept. 5 simple concepts combination is this problem, my dear friends. Okay. Next, my dear friends, I can say, you see, y is equal to y of x with the solution of the differential equation with y of 0 is 1 by 3. Let me give the idea of this, friends. Why do not you take this as y dash minus 1 by x plus 1 into y is equal to e power 3x into x plus 1, which is LDE, my dear friends, LDE. So, integrating factor is e power integral p dx, which is I can say 1 by x plus 1. So, solution is y into integrating factor is equal to integrating factor into q of x, which is e power 3 of x dx. So, I can say y by 1 plus x is equal to e power 3 of x by 3 plus c, my dear friends. Now, he has given y of 0 is 1 by 3, put x 0, this is 1 by 3, y by 1 is c. So, I can say when x is 0, output is 1 by 3. So, you will get 1 by 3 by 1 is equal to, I can say 1 by 3 plus c. So, you will get c is equal to 0. Therefore, friends, I can say that you see y is equal to 1 plus x into e power 3x by 3 is going to be the function. Now, so he is at x is equal to minus 4 by 3, he is asking us to check whether y is equal to y of x has critical point or local minima or local maxima. Find its derivative, my dear friends. So, 1 by 3 is fine, u derivative of v plus v derivative of u, which is, friends, you can take e power 3x by 3 common, you can say 3x plus 4 here. You see derivative becomes 0 at minus 4 by 3, correct, and if x is greater than minus 4 by 3, it is positive, left side negative. You see at minus 4 by 3 derivative here positive, negative, 0, in the sense you can say it will have local minima. So, option 2 is the right answer. You see, this is also a combination of two problems. One is solving the LDE. After getting the solution, you need to find again whether for this curve at a particular point we have local minima or not. Okay, fine. Next, my dear friends, you see M1, M2, two lines are given are two common tangents to a circle and parabola. You see x square plus y square is equal to 2 is a circle with center 0, 0, radius root 2, y square is equal to 4x is a parabola. Now, there are some common tangents you will have like this and like this. Okay. So, their slopes are m1, m2, we need 8 into modulus of m1 into m2 is the question. For that, what we need to take is try to take tangent of the first parabola y is equal to mx plus a is 1 by 4, a by m, 1 by 4m. Now, this is the tangent to our circle, means c square is equal to a square into 1 plus m square. This is the equation you got in terms of m. So, you will get 32 m square plus 32 m power 4 in fact, okay, plus 32 m square minus 1 equal to 0 is the quadratic equation. For this quadratic equation, the roots are m square. Since this is negative 1, you will get two roots, one positive, one negative. You need to discard the negative one. Try to write minus b plus or minus root of b square. 32 square is 1024. Okay. B square minus 4ac, that is 132, right, 128 by 2a is 64. So, friends, of these m square cannot be negative, m square should be, you see, root of, I can say 1152, right, 1152, yeah, minus 32 by 64 is m square value. But what about m1, m2? You see, m square is like a positive number k, m1 must be plus or m must be plus or minus root k. So, if m1 is root k, m2 is minus root k. So, m1 m2 is going to be minus k. So, that means if m square is equal to k, suppose if you are given m square is equal to k, m1 m2 must be minus k, right. So, minus k in the sense minus of this you will get, you see, minus 32 plus root 1152 by 64 is going to be m1 m2 with modulus, multiply this with 8. So, 8 times and minus 4 plus something you will get, this is the only such possible answer, dear friends. Again, common tangent of two conics, this is the concept. You see, I have taken this tangent y is equal to mx plus a by m format, it must be tangent to our circle. I have applied the second condition. I prepared a quadratic equation in m square, discard the negative, in positive m square is equal to like k, m1 must be root k, m2 must be minus root k, product must be minus k. So, this is going to be product, this is multiplied with 8, you will get the answer. Okay. Next, dear students, you see, let me give the idea, let q be the mirror image of the point P101 with respect to the plane. You see, a plane equation is given, friends, P is a point 101. So, its image you can find, q you can find how, h minus x1 by a is equal to k minus y1 by b is equal to, you can find that image, it is a standard basic model, you can find q. Then L is a line passing through 1 minus 1 1 parallel to the line PQ. Once you find PQ, fine, you can also find the drs of another line, you see, parallel to PQ, there is a line, okay, you take its drs and already point is given. So, suppose this is a point is given. Now, PQ, so parallel to this line PQ meets the plane S at R. Can you find the point R, friends? Yes, because for this line already one point is there, drs you know, you take the general point on the line, substitute in the plane equation, you will get this point. Now, you know Q and R, he is just asking us to find QR square, QR you just find the distance square, that is it. This is the procedure, you can find this one. Okay. Next, friends, you see, this is another DE differential equation. Of course, by seeing this itself you can identify this is a homogeneous differential equation, right. So, what way it is homogeneous, you can just see, you can write dy by dx is equal to, here you can write x square minus xy plus y square, here you can write minus y square. Yes. So, this is homogeneous, right. You can also do here with the help of, you see, put y is equal to Vx, you know, standard one. You just solve this differential equation. So, put y is equal to Vx means you will get dy by dx, u derivative of V plus x into dV by dx will become minus V square by 1 minus V plus V square. This is the one. So, now you can further simplify, dear friends, and you can solve this differential equation. After getting this, you will get y. Now, it passes through the point 1 comma 1, which helps finding the particular solution. Then it intersects y is equal to root 3x. In place of y you put root 3x, you will get x value. The point will be like alpha comma root 3 alpha, then find alpha value. The major portion is solving this differential equation, right. You see, differential equations related questions, so far we got directly 2 questions, indirectly 1 question, 3 questions we got from differential equations. Okay. Next, friends, see, this is another question related to conics. X is equal to 2t, y is equal to t square by 3. Do you remember? Is a conic. Undoubtedly, you can write x by 2 whole square is equal to t square, which is 3y. So, x square is equal to 12y is the parabola, friends. So, this will be an upper parabola, it will be like this. Okay. So, whose focus is going to be 0 comma 3, he called it as S. Okay. Now, be a point on the axis of the conic such that SA is perpendicular to BA, where A is any point on the conic. Suppose on the axis you take the point B, say 0 comma K, and A is any general point on the conic such that you can find this. So, general point you can take, why do not you take like x is 2t comma t square by 3, this is the general point. Now, my dear friends, given this is 90 degrees, angle you see SA is perpendicular to BA. So, means friends, can't you find a value in terms of this t and k? You can write k also in terms of t, that is the point. Simple, the slope of this t square by 3 minus k by 2t into t square by 3 minus 3 by 2t. This is going to be minus 1. You can write k value in terms of t, my dear friends. Now, once you get k value, and he is asking limit t tends to 1 k, here itself we can come. So, you write k in terms of t and apply limit, you will get the answer. And of course, he has also given k is going to be the, oh, this k is different, our k is different. So, k is here, you find, say you call it as L, so that you will get L value in terms of t, fine. Then k is the ordinate of centroid of SAB. SAB triangles centroid ordinate means 3 plus L plus t square by 3 by 3. This you have to take it as k. So, friends, this k limit t tends to 1, you can write 1 plus t square by 9 plus L by 3. From where will you get L? This L you will get from here. Now, limit t tends to 1 is not a big issue, you can find the limit. Okay, friends, you see combination of 2-3 simple problems, parabola, equation, finding the point, then if they are perpendicular you have to write L in terms of this, then centroid of this triangle's ordinate is taken, the completely this is k, you can express k in terms of t, apply limit t tends to 1, that is it. Okay. Next, friends, you see this question, see a circle C in complex plane passes through the point Z1 is 3 comma 4, Z2 is 4 comma 3, Z3 is 0 comma 5. If Z is a point on the curve C such that the line through Z1 is perpendicular to the line through Z2 Z3, then find argument of Z. You see clearly one observation is all the 3 points lie on a circle with center 0 0 radius 5. Yes. So, friends, this is say 3 comma 4 Z1, this is say 4 comma 3 say Z2, Z3 is here 0 comma 5. Okay. Now, you just see what did he say? Z is a point on C such that the line through Z and Z1. Array, how do you take the point on this circle Z? Can you take like 5 cos theta comma 5 sin theta? Because Z, this represents a circle with center 0 0 radius 5, you can take like this, okay, such that Z1 is perpendicular to the line passing through Z2 Z3. Array, you already know Z2 Z3, right? Z is somewhere suppose here. So, perpendicular to this and connecting these 2 points, you know, no. So, already this is Z1 is 3 comma 4, Z is this, you just apply this slope perpendicular to this slope, that means product of the slopes is minus 1, you will get theta, sin theta cos theta relation, theta, tan theta itself gives the, I can say what is this, the argument of Z, that is it. The next, my dear friends, yeah, this is another question. You see CR denote the binomial quotient of x power r in 1 plus x whole power 10. Now, you see the expansion given 1 into C1 plus 3 into 2 into C2 plus 5 into 3 into C3 and so on 10 terms, because x plus 1 plus x whole power 10. So, this is going to be, you see, 1, 3, 5, 10th odd number is 19 into, you can say, 10 into C10 is given, right. You can observe it is like sigma r is equal to 1 to 10, 1, 3, 5 means 2r minus 1 into r into 10 CR. This is the point. You can write like, friends, sigma r is equal to 1 to 10, 2r square into 10 CR minus r into 10 CR. You know how to compute this? 2 into sigma r is equal to 1 to 10 r square into 10 CR, this one, minus sigma r is equal to 1 to 10 r into 10 CR. Yeah. So, friends, you can find this part, okay. Sigma r is equal to 1 to 10. You know, this is a standard one, we have formula for this, because you know 1 plus x whole power n expansion you take. So, first derivative multiply with x, then again take derivative, you will get 1 square into x plus 2 square into C1, that expansion's answer comes. Even this is n into 2 power n minus 1 you will get. So, you will get answer for LHS. Similarly, second one, I think this is a familiar expression. How? C naught C1 by 2 means you can take like C naught plus C1x plus C2 x square and so on. Cn x power n is 1 plus x whole power n. You just integrate, my dear friends. You will get C naught x plus C1 x square by 2 plus C2 x cube by 3 and so on. Cn x power n plus 1 by n plus 1 is 1 plus x power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus C. Yes, you can put x is equal to 0 to find C. Now, then put x is equal to 1, you will get the value of this expression. Now, you can find the value of alpha. That is the idea of this problem, friends. So, this is combination of binomial quotients, two problems. This is combination of, so I can say 1, 2, 3, 3 problems combination it is. Okay. Fine, friends. Yeah, see, number of 3 digit odd numbers whose sum of digits is a multiple of 7. Yeah, you see, this is also you need to work on sum of 3 digit numbers, 3 digit sum, maximum sum could be 99927. Multiple of 7 means you will get 7, 14, 21, 28 is not possible because maximum is 27 itself. So, you need to come here without any shortcut, you need to do like, you see, first you need to find the digits where the sum is going to be 7. Sum 7 in the sense that too we want odd numbers. So, fix here as 1, if you fix here as 1, the sum of these two must be 6. 6 in the sense you will get like 0, 6, 1, 5, the 2 digits I am asking 2, 4, 3, 3, 4, 2, 5, I can say, yeah, 1 second, 5, 1, 6, 0. Okay. Of these 0, 6 is not valid because it is not a 3 digit number. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 you got, right. So, you will get 6 such numbers first of all. In the same way, friends, suppose I am discussing the case where sum is 7. So, put 3 here. If already 3, its sum must be 4, right. 4 means you can put 0, 4, you see 1, 3, so 2, 2, 3, 1 and I can say 4, 0. Of those this is not useful. So, 4 cases. Similarly, sum 5 here. If sum is 5, it must be 2, the only possibility is 1, 1, 2, 0, that is it, 2 cases. So, the sum 7 is done, right. So, because if you put 7 here, you will get 0, 0 which is not a 3 digit number. So you got already 12 such numbers. You see, I took little time, but I can answer this. In the same way, some 14, some you can say 21 combinations you need to put, you see, here. That means again, suppose I can say like, yeah, if sum is 14, again you check the case where if it is 1, sum of these two must be 13. So 9, 4, like that you need to check. So write the combinations and find. I think you got the rhythm how to find the solution, right, dear students. The next, you see this question. So theta be the angle between the vectors and a bar, b bar, magnitude of a bar is given, magnitude of b bar is given. So now you see magnitude of a bar minus b bar cross a bar plus b bar square plus 4 into a bar dot b bar square. Arey yaar, you just multiply this. A cross A is 0, so you will get A cross B minus B cross A will become another A cross B with plus. So this is 0 square plus 4 into A bar dot B bar square. So this is twice of A cross B, 4 into magnitude of A cross B square plus 4 into A bar dot B bar square. So friends, 4 if you take out, this is magnitude of A bar square into magnitude of B bar into sin square theta, here cos square theta. So magnitude of A bar square into magnitude of B bar square into sin square theta plus cos square theta, this is. So which is 1. So A bar square 16 into 9, this is 4 into 16 into 9, my dear friends. So 144 into 4 is the answer. Okay. Next friends, this is another question. Let the abscissa of the 2 points P, Q be the roots of this equation. Okay. So that means 2 points, say x1, y1, x2, y2. Abscissa are the roots of this, means x1, x2 are the roots of this equation. The ordinates of PQ be the roots of this equation, means y1, y2 are the roots of this equation. The circle described on PQ as diameter. I think friends, you know the circle described. So you will get, you try to write in terms of this, you can write this like x square minus r by 2 into x plus p by 2 plus simply you write here y square minus sy minus q equal to 0 is the circle equation. I think you know, dear friends, because the equation with roots PQ diameter 2 ends will be x minus x1 into x minus x2 plus y minus y1 into y minus y2 is equal to 0. That means this quadratic equation plus this quadratic equation, by maintaining x square y square coefficients 1 you have to add, you just simplify this, that this itself that one. So you just multiply with 2, so that 2x square minus rx plus p plus 2y square minus 2sy minus 2q equal to 0. From this friends, 2x square plus 2y square is perfect here. X coefficient is minus 11x, so r is equal to 11. Y coefficient is minus 14, that is s is equal to 7, and p minus 2q is going to be 22. P minus 2q is going to be minus 22. P minus 2q is minus 22, 2r is 22, s is going to be 7. So the sum is 7. That's it. It's a simple standard question. Okay, right? Then friends, it is just a simple trigonometric equation. You can solve it, right? You just take sin square x as t, you will get 14 by t minus 2 is equal to 21 minus 4 into 1 minus t. Am I correct? This is like a quadratic equation, friends. 14 minus 2t by t is equal to 21 minus 4 is 17 plus 4t is the one. So you will get 4t square plus 17t plus 2t plus 19t minus 14 equal to 0. right. You can solve it. From this you will get t value. T is nothing but sin square x. You just take the relevant solutions, because sin square x value must be between 0 to 1. Do remember, undoubtedly you will get here one negative, one positive. You have to take the only positive one because it is sin square x. So, sin x is plus or minus you will get. Now, you can easily solve this particular equation, right dear friends. The next I can say it is also of the same kind. We can see a n is 19 power n minus 12 power n. So, 31 alpha 9 minus alpha 10 by 57 alpha 8 is which number he is asking. Mostly we have to get like this is, I think alpha n it is, I guess, subject to correction. This is 31 into 19 power n. See, alpha 9 means 19 power 9 minus 12 power 9 minus alpha 10 is 19 power 10 minus 12 power 10 by, you can say 57 into 19 power 8 minus, yeah, I can say 12 power 8. So, can we rearrange the terms such that 19 power 8 comes as common? So, suppose if I take 19 power 8 common here, so you will get 31 into 19 minus 31 into 12 power 8 means 12 into 12 power 8, let me write, minus 19 into 19 power 19 square into 19 power 8 plus 12 square into 12 power 8 by the denominator. Now, you just try to take, you see 19 power 8 common here and here, 19 power 8 into, you will get 31 into 19 minus this term and this term minus 19 square. Similarly, minus, you just take 12 power 8 common, 31 into 12 minus you have taken minus 12 square by, this is you will get 57 into 19 power 8 minus 12 power 8. Mostly you are going to get this number and this number is going to be the same. So, if you take out these two get cancelled, you will get the answer, my dear friends. Okay. So, this is going to be 19 into, you can say 20, this is 12. This is going to be 19 into 12, my dear friends. Here also if you take 12 common, 12 into 19, you see you are going to get now 12 into 19 into, you see this into 57 into this, these two get cancelled. Now, 19 into 3, 4 times, 4 would be the answer. It is a standard routine simplification it is, okay, not Avodhya courses. How do I contact you, sir? Yeah, at Infinity Learn platform I am available, sir, dear students. Okay. Yeah, fine. The next, dear friends, this is not a big issue. In I guess you can simplify this binomial theorem. Whenever you see this function, you might have observed that, you see, you just multiply this 2 minus x, 2 into this is 2 minus x power 25 into, I can say 2 plus x power 25 whole power 1 by 50. The beauty of this is, you can see 4 minus x power 50 whole power 1 by 50. I think you know, dear friends, a minus x power n whole power 1 by n is a function having self inverse. So, f of x is nothing but x, 3 times this is f of x, my dear friends. So, g of x is nothing but, you can say g of x is nothing but f of x, that is 4 minus x power 50 whole power 1 by 50 plus x, g of x is. Now g of 1 he is asking about, this is 3 power 1 by 50 plus 1. 3 power 1 by 50 will be undoubtedly 1 point something, so 2 point something you will get. So the answer is going to be, step he is asking will be 2, my dear friends. So this is another question related to vectors. These are all standard questions, friends. L1 is a line, L2 is a line. Okay. Now intersect at the point, yes, can't you find, my dear friends? You try to find the general point on the first line, which is lambda, 2 lambda, 3 lambda. Here general point is mu plus 1, mu plus 3, 5 mu plus 1. Yes, you just try to equate these two. There exists unique lambda and mu such that these 2 points will be equal. So you can find that point of intersection, which is the standard things. Okay. Now if this plane passes through S and is parallel to both the lines L1 and L2. Suppose, friends, there is a plane, 2 lines, it is parallel to L1 and L2 means, you just suppose this is a plane, 2 lines parallel means their dr's cross product will give you the normal of this plane. So because you see floor is a plane, here is one line, here is second line, you just take their cross product which will be perpendicular to the plane, which gives the dr's of the normal. So the dr's of the first line are 1 2 3, here 1 1 5. Take their cross product, you will get normal dr's. So A, B, this part you can write, and it passes through that point. Yes, yes, you already found, so you can substitute so that you will get the answer, right, dear students? Fine. So this is also a standard question. A be a 3 by 3 matrix having entries from -1 0 1, the number of all such matrices having sum of all the entries equal to 5. That means, friends, there will be 9 entries. You just see how to get the sum of, you see 9 entries, sum must be 5 means how many ones? Suppose you can maintain 5 ones and 4 zeros, right? Sum will be 5. In how many ways you can arrange? 9 factorial by 5 factorial into 4 factorial. In the same way, you can put 6 ones and 1 minus 1 2 zeros. So sum is 5. So you have to get at least 5 ones, otherwise sum 5 is not possible. So here you can say 9 factorial by 5 factorial, 6 factorial into 2 factorial, right. You can also put 7 ones and you see 5 ones, 4 zeros, 7 2, and here you can see 7 ones minus 2. So this is 9 factorial by 7 factorial into 2 factorial. Okay. Like these combinations you just go through and you can do, my dear students. Okay. So yeah, here also sequence and series related questions you can do. So all together, my dear friends, this paper 25th dated Shift-1 paper is not as difficult as 24th paper. We can find at least 10 to 12 questions which are standard, but undoubtedly easy questions will be hardly, I can say, 4 or 5. Most of the questions are bit 3 concept oriented or at least 2 concept oriented, time taking, but the one who manages the time, I mean who completes physics and chemistry fast and puts the time at math only can score better in this, right, dear students. So we will see you again with the solutions of the next spell. Thank you, see you. Just wait, physics and chemistry sirs will be waiting for you, they will give the solutions, right. All the best.
1. Hello. Hello everyone, how are you guys? Welcome to the solution of chemistry section of JEE Main 25th June Shift 1 पेपर. ऑलराइट, तो कल हम लोगों ने 24 जून सेशन 1 शिफ्ट 1 का क्वेश्चन पेपर सोल्यूशन डिस्कस किया था और आज की वीडियो में हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे 25 जून का शिफ्ट 1 पेपर केमिस्ट्री सोल्यूशन. राइट, तो अभी इससे पहले आप लोगों ने देखा मैथ्स वाले सर ने, बशीर सर ने मैथ्स का पेपर डिस्कस किया था. एंड हियर आई एम नाउ नितिन वर्मा, केमिस्ट्री फैकल्टी एट इन्फिनिटी लर्न by Sri Chaitanya with the solution of chemistry section. ठीक है, तो without much delay let's start. First question was कि bonding in which of the following diatomic molecules becomes stronger on the basis of molecular orbital theory by removal of an electron. So it's very clearly, if the last electron it is in anti-bonding orbital, then of course removal of electron will decrease the number of electrons in anti-bonding orbital and hence bond order will increase. Now you just have to find out in which of these species the last electron is present in anti-bonding orbital. ठीक है, तो वो देख लेते हैं. तो कौन कौन से इसमें, एक तो NO में होगा, the bond order of NO is 2.5 and the bond order of NO plus would be 3. Right, there are 14 electrons. It's isoelectronic with nitrogen. Nitrogen में last electron is in bonding orbital. Oxygen में you guys know pi star 2px pi star 2py. So the last electron is in anti-bonding orbital. So of course when you will remove an electron for O2 plus, the bond order will increase by half. So again bond order is increased, right? And C2 and B2 in these cases bond orders decrease, right? Carbon ka bond order becomes 1.5 from 2 and B2 ka bond order becomes 0.5 from 1. ठीक है, तो which are the correct options here? Of course options A and C. Is that clear guys? ये सबको समझ में आया? Moving to the next question, a very theoretical question, the incorrect statement for Tyndall effect. The refractive indices of the dispersed phase and dispersion medium should differ greatly in magnitude. Yes. The diameter of the dispersed particle should be similar to the wavelength of the light used. So of course that statement is incorrect. So this becomes a correct answer. During projection of movies in the cinema hall, Tyndall effect is noticed. Yes, we guys know. ठीक है. And it is used to distinguish a true solution from a colloidal. Yes, true solutions do not exhibit Tyndall effect, but colloidal solutions do. So the correct answer to this question is the second option. All right. The pair in which ions are isoelectronic with aluminum ion. So it's very simple. Aluminum has 13 electrons. So aluminum ion 3 plus will have 10 electron. Okay. Now you just have to find out in which case both the species contain 10 electrons each. So bromide ruled out, chloride ruled out, right? Because 36, 18 electrons, sulfide ruled out. So the only option left is this one, right? Oxygen 8 plus 2, 10 and magnesium 12 minus 2, 10. So 10 electrons each in this case. So this is the correct answer. Clear guys? Such a simple question, okay? Then leaching of gold, again from this topic, from this subtopic there have been many questions over the years. तो gold का जब हम leaching करते हैं using sodium cyanide which is a complexing agent, a very strong ligand in presence of oxygen which acts as oxidizing agent, then you should know guys that gold it forms AuCN2 minus, right? It gets into the aqueous medium as a complex, and when we react this solution with zinc which is a reducing agent, then zinc itself forms a complex, tetrahedral complex. So this is right. So the correct answer to this question is this one. The first complex is AuCN2 minus and the second complex is ZnCN4 2 minus. Is that clear guys? So A and B, the complexes are this. Then number of electron deficient molecules. Electron deficient means if it belongs to first period, hydrogen helium, it should have 2 electrons. If it belongs to second period, it should have 8 electrons in the valence shell and so on. So pH3, yes, it has 8 valence electrons. B2H6, everybody knows diborane is an electron deficient molecules, right? Because it only has 6 valence electrons. See, diborane consists of BH3, right? So it has 6 valence electrons. So of course it is electron deficient. CCl4, 8 electrons. Okay, NH3 is not electron deficient, 8 electrons. LiH, Li plus H minus, both have 2 electrons each. BCl3, yes, of course, there are 3 covalent bonds, so there are 6 valence electron. So this is electron deficient, this is electron deficient. So the number of electron deficient species is 2. So that is the correct answer to this question. Which one of the following alkaline earth metal ions has the highest ionic mobility? So please remember that ionic mobility is inversely proportional to charge to radius ratio. Why so? Okay, higher the charge, lower the radius, greater will be the extent of hydration. Greater the extent of hydration, that means bigger the effective size in aqueous solution, and hence lower the ionic mobility. So beryllium, magnesium, calcium and strontium. So because the strontium has highest radius, it has lowest charge to radius ratio, it is least extensively solvated in water, and hence it will have highest ionic mobility. So it's very simple. In periodic table, ionic mobility increases down the group. So in first group, lithium and cesium, which do you think has higher ionic mobility? Of course cesium ion, right, and not lithium one. So the correct answer to this question is strontium. Clear guys? Then the next question, white precipitate of AgCl dissolves in aqueous ammonia due to the formation of a complex, everybody knows this, Tollens reagent, you might have heard it about, and so AgNH3 twice plus NCl minus. So this is the correct answer. Right guys, clear? Then cerium 4 has a noble gas configuration. Yes, हम लोगों ने पढ़ा है ये lanthanoids में that cerium 4 जो है it has noble gas configuration, but still it is not stable. Why? Because for lanthanoid the which oxidation state is most stable? +3, right? All cations 2 plus as well as 4 plus, they have a tendency to go back to +3. So divalent cations, they act as reducing agents, and tetravalent cations, they act as oxidizing agents. So the correct answer to this question is this one. Cerium 4 plus will want to gain 1 electron and it will prefer to reduce into C3 plus. So because it is undergoing reduction, so it will act as oxidizing agent. इतनी बात आ गई समझ में guys? चलो next question देखते हैं. Again, is oxidizing agent, such a simple question guys. Among the following, which is the strongest oxidizing agent? Now technically oxidizing and reducing strengths you determine by the electrode potentials, and technically yes, in this case the answer depends upon electrode potentials, but yes, we can also, there is another way in which we can determine the answer of this question by just looking at the configuration, right? So among the following, which is the strongest oxidizing agent? So basically which has the highest tendency for reduction. Now the oxidizing tendency is directly proportional to reduction potential. So the one having highest reduction potential will be the correct answer. And of course, if you look up the values, you will find that it is true for Mn3 plus, right? But we can also find that out. Manganese configuration is 3d5 4s2. For Mn3 plus, you remove 3 electron, it has 3d4. Of course, it will strongly want to reduce back to 3d5, right? Fe3 plus, iron is 3d6, 4s2, Fe3 plus, you remove 3 electron, it is 3d5. No, it is comfortable, right? It can stay 3d5. Titanium is 3ds2, 4s2, right? Scandium titanium, you remove 3 electron, it is 3d1. No, it will rather want to lose 1 electron, right? Chromium is 3d5, 4s1. You remove 3 electron, it is 3d3. Right? Yes, that is T2G3, that is stable. So the highest tendency for reduction will be for Mn3 plus, that will be the strongest reducing agent. Oxidizing agent. Alright. Then eutrophication of water bodies results in loss of biodiversity, right? Because of the excess growth of algae, there is deficiency of oxygen in water, and hence there will be loss of biodiversity in the first place. Alright. Then phenol on reaction with dilute nitric acid, please remember this is mononitration, right? Dilute nitric acid. So we get orthonitrophenol and paranitrophenol, right? So this is paranitrophenol. It has intermolecular hydrogen bonding, higher boiling point, but in case of the ortho isomer, alright, there is intramolecular hydrogen bonding, so it has a lower boiling point and it is a steam volatile. So the technique that we can use to separate these two isomers is the steam distillation. That means this will go away with the steam, boil off with the steam. That is the correct answer. In which of the following structures the staggered conformation with maximum dihedral angle? So dihedral angle is the angle between the bond pairs of two substituents on adjacent carbon atoms, and the reference is arbitrary. Which one do you want to take? Normally we take the bulkiest groups, right? So here you can see these two methyl groups, okay? You always consider the bulkiest groups to determine stability, right? So in this case, the dihedral angle between two methyl groups 60. Here it is 180 degree. Of course, the maximum angle that can be here is 180 degree. So that is the correct answer. The maximum dihedral angle is possible in the third conformer. Alright guys. Then product formed in the following reaction. What do you get when you react an alkene with H plus? Of course, alkenes, they are nucleophiles. H plus is the smallest electrophile possible. So first what happens, there is electromeric effect. We give this electron pair to H plus. This leads to the formation of carbocation. Alright, so H plus is attached here as per Markov-Nikodym addition, and we have the more stable tertiary carbocation. Now it will attack another isobutene. This electron pair will be shared with this. Alright, then what we will have here is alright, so again a carbocation. So always remember, whenever alkene reacts with H plus, it results into the formation of carbocation, which further attacks another alkene to form another carbocation. Now this carbocation will take this H plus, right? This carbocation will take this H plus and it will give you this carbocation, this very same carbocation. So basically what this will be converted into, we can see this H plus, right? This carbocation, it will take away one hydrogen, and that you will get this species, right? You can compare, it is terbutyl group here, then CH2 and then CH3 twice. Okay guys, okay, so that is the correct answer to this question. Then the IUPAC name of ethylene chloride. Okay, so there are two types of compounds which have two similar groups. They could be geminal or vicinal. Geminal is twins having similar groups on the same carbon atom, and vicinal is having similar groups on adjacent carbon atoms, right? Vicinity. So basically alkylidene halide, that means geminal, and alkylene dihalide means vicinal. So ethylene chloride is nothing. If D comes first, it is geminal. If D comes later, it is vicinal. That is how I remembered it, guys. So now you can write the IUPAC name, right? Of course, it is 1,1-dichloroethane. So that would be the correct answer. Clear, guys? Then in this reaction, it might appear that it is a Williamson ether synthesis, because you have a alkyl halide and then alkoxide, but you see Williamson ether synthesis proceeds via SN2 mechanism. But in this case, the haloalkane is tertiary, which does not react by SN2, rather it is highly reactive towards E2 reaction. So this will not be a substitution, it will be an elimination. Alright, so here it's very easy, it's a case of elimination reaction. So this is your base O minus. So this will take away H plus, right? This will shift here, and what you will get in this case is CH3 double bond CH2. All right. So this is 2-methyl propene. So that is your correct answer. This one. All right, guys. 2-methyl prop1-ene. That is the correct answer. This is the famous Reimer-Tiemann reaction. The reaction of phenol with chloroform in an aqueous solution. What do you get first? Here, through alpha elimination, via alpha elimination, chloroform reacts in alkaline medium to generate dichlorocarbene, which acts as electrophile, right? Attack exclusively occurs at ortho position, right? So in alkaline medium, please remember phenol will exist in ionized form, right, as phenoxide, and then it will attack at ortho. CCl2 minus it should be, but because there is carbon, C negative is a very strong base, so it takes H plus from the solution and then it gives you this. Okay, so the correct answer to this question would be this, right? Phenoxide and then CHCl2 group on ortho position. So that is the correct answer, which on further hydrolysis it gives you salicylaldehyde. Clear, guys? Okay. Let's move to the next question. In the following reaction, this is cumene isopropyl benzene. It reacts with oxygen, aerial oxidation. It gives you cumene hydroperoxide. A very famous example. It's been asked many times over, right? So what happens now? There is a rearrangement, right? You protonate this oxygen, water leaves, phenyl migrates, okay? Then water attacks on carbon. There is a lengthy mechanism. You know, you guys know the end products of this reaction is phenol and acetone, right? So these are the end products of this, the compounds which are formed, phenol and acetone, right? Then the reaction of amide, primary amides with bromine and KOH gives RNH2 as the product. Which one of the following is intermediate? Of course, this is popular Hofmann bromamide degradation reaction. What happens here? C, RCONH2. You should know, guys, that amides are amphoteric substance, right? They can give H plus as well as they have lone pair. So they can also act as base as well as acid. In alkaline medium, first it gives away the H plus, it acts as an acid. Okay, you have this intermediate which reacts with bromine, then bromination occurs, then you get this RCONHBr. So this is first intermediate, and this is, if you see, we have carried out the bromination of amide. So the intermediate is a bromamide. That is why we call it Hofmann bromamide degradation reaction, right? This is a bromamide, amide which has bromine atom. So of course this is the correct answer going by that, but it reacts further. It reacts with base, the H away, H plus is taken away. Then you have this, okay. Then next step is a concerted step. Bromide leaves, electron pair shifted, and alkyl group migrates, okay. So now R is joined to nitrogen, which is doubly bonded to carbon and which is doubly bonded to oxygen. So isocyanate is another intermediate, so this is also correct answer. So unfortunately there were two correct answers to this question, right? Now you know, and then upon hydrolysis it gives you carbon dioxide, right? And then primary amine. So you know the answer to this question right now, okay? Then using very little soap while washing clothes does not serve the purpose of cleansing, of course. Why? Because you know, you guys know that for every detergent, for every soap, there is a minimum concentration above which the micelle formation occurs, right? Critical micelle concentration, CMC. Above that concentration, soap can effectively perform the cleansing action, not before that, right? So of course the correct answer to this question is the micelles are not formed at very low concentrations, right? So below CMC there will not be any formation of micelle, and hence the soap will not be able to perform its cleansing action. Okay? Next question, which of the following is an example of artificial sweetener? Please remember all the artificial sweeteners that are asked many times, right? They have been asked many times. So Elitame in this case is the correct answer. The number of nitrogen atoms. So that was the first section of 20 questions, and now we have the second section of 10 questions, all of which were numericals, most of which. So number of nitrogen atoms in 681 gram of this compound is this. So this question is very simple. First you calculate the molar mass, right, which will be 12 multiplied by 7 plus 5 multiplied by 1 plus 3 multiplied by 14 plus 6 multiplied by 16. So this would be a molar mass. Number of moles of the compound would be given mass, which is 681 divided by molar mass, which you will calculate. This is your number of moles of the compound. Next, we are talking about number of nitrogen atoms. How many nitrogen atoms are there? 3, okay, per molecule. And per mole, how many nitrogen atoms will be there? So it's very easy. Number of nitrogen atoms would be 3 multiplied by 681 by m multiplied by Avogadro number. So which we have to take as 6.02 into 10 raised to the power 23. So you can calculate that. Your answer will come out to be 5418. Clear guys? ठीक है, सिंपल क्वेश्चन था. मोल कॉन्सेप्ट अगर आप लोगों ने अच्छे से प्रैक्टिस किया होगा तो दिस काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चन यू वुड हैव सॉल्व्ड इन द बिगिनिंग, राइट? ऑलराइट, चलो बढ़ते हैं अगले क्वेश्चन की तरफ. The distance between sodium and chloride ions in solid NaCl, which has rock salt structure, density is 43.1, that's ridiculously huge value of density, is this. So first it's very simple guys, you have to apply this formula, although the calculations are a little bit. So density is given 43.1, the value of Z is 4, right, because it crystallizes in face centered cubic arrangement where each unit cell contains 4 sodium and 4 chloride ions. So there are basically 4 units of NaCl. Molar mass 58.5 and Avogadro number is given 6.02 into 10 to the power 23. Okay, so you substitute these values, find out that what is the value of A, edge length, right? A little bit lengthy calculation it will be. And then the point of importance, for any ionic solid of type AB, one cation, one anion, that crystallizes in rock salt structure, NaCl type structure, the edge length is twice the distance between cation and anion. Okay, so basically I'll show you diagrammatically also. So what happens here is that the anion, if you assume that anion is forming the lattice, okay, so anion will be present at the corners, alright, and the cation which occupies octahedral sites which are at the edge center, so cation will sit here, okay. So we can assume that chloride is sitting here and sodium is sitting here. So the edge length, it is twice the radius of anion and twice the radius of cation. So what you have to do is just calculate the value of edge length here and just divide it by 2, you will get the distance between the cation and anion. Is that clear guys? I hope you understood. So this answer will come out to be approximately 1, right? 1 it will come out to be. Then the longest wavelength of radiation light that can be used for the ionization of lithium atom. So the change of one word and this question becomes unsolvable, right? So for your information that we cannot exactly solve multi-electron systems, we use of course approximate methods like variation principle, perturbation theory, etc. But it should have been lithium ion, right? We can solve for one electron species, hydrogen like species, but we cannot solve this question as such. Okay. Next question. The standard entropy change for the reaction is minus 550 joule per Kelvin. So this is delta S. The standard enthalpy change for the reaction is minus 165 kilojoule. The temperature at which reaction attains equilibrium is, then please remember that temperature at which reactions attains equilibrium is calculated by this formula, right? Because at equilibrium Gibbs energy change becomes equal to 0. That means delta H minus T delta S becomes 0 and temperature is simply delta H divided by delta S. Enthalpy change is given to be 165 kilojoule. Don't forget to convert it into joules divided by entropy change, which is 550. Okay, so this will be in Kelvin of course. So simple calculation you will get the answer to be 300 Kelvin. Clear guys? इतना सब लोगों को समझ में आ गया? All right. ठीक है? Then 1 liter aqueous solution of H2SO4 contains 0.02 millimole of sulfuric acid. तो 1 लीटर सोल्यूशन में टोटल हमारा कितना मिलीमोल है? 0.02. 50% of this solution is diluted. That means 1 liter में 0.02 मोल है तो 50% of this solution is diluted. We are taking out 50 ml, तो 50% that will contain 0.01 millimole with deionized water to give 1 liter solution है. ठीक है, तो 1 liter था, we took 50% of that, half liter, that will contain 0.01 millimole. ठीक है, it will give you 1 liter solution है. In this solution we are adding 0.01, so the total quantity would be 0.02 millimole. Okay, so you can solve this question, you will get the correct answer. Okay, then the standard free energy change for 50% dissociation of N2O4 at 27 degrees Celsius and 1 atm pressure. So again N2O4 dissociates to give 2NO2. All right, 50% dissociation is there. This means that if you are taking 1 mole, so I solved this question using ICE method, right? Initial change and equilibrium concentration. So initially 1 mole and then 0. 50% dissociation means minus 0.5. This would be plus 1.0 because it is double. And then at equilibrium it will be 0.5 mole and it would be 1 mole. So if we calculate the mole fraction, it is 0.5 divided by 1.5, that is 1 by 3, and it will be 2 by 3 mole fraction. Okay, because the total pressure is 1 atm, we can directly calculate the Kp. We can directly calculate Kp from here, which is the partial pressure of NO2 squared divided by the partial pressure of N2O4. Okay, as per Dalton's law of partial pressure is total pressure into mole fraction. Total pressure is 1 atm, you can forget that. Mole fraction will be 2 by 3 squared divided by 1 by 3. So kitna aa jayega guys? I think it will come out to be 1.33 because it is 4 by 9 into 1 by 3. So yes, it will be 4 by 3, which is 1.33. So you can calculate now. Gibbs energy change would be minus 2.303 R, which is 8.31, temperature, which is 300 Kelvin, multiplied by log of the equilibrium constant. Log 1.33 is given to be 0.1239. So you can solve this question. You will get 710, right? Minus x joule, so minus 710 you will get as the correct answer. Clear guys? Okay. All right. Then in this case, the following reaction is occurring. The standard electrode potential for the spontaneous reaction. So always remember that if you join two redox couples to form a galvanic cell, then because we know that higher the reduction potential, higher will be the tendency for reduction, right? It's directly proportional. So this is the higher value. So it will undergo reduction, that means it will act as cathode. It has lower potential, it will undergo oxidation, that means it will act as anode. And what is the EMF? What is EMF? Yeah, that is what they are asking, the standard electrode potential for the spontaneous reaction for the, actually it is standard cell potential for the spontaneous reaction in the cell. So that will come out to be, you guys know, E naught cathode minus anode. So this would be 0.77 minus 0.54. So this would be 0.23, right? So which can be written as 23 into 10 raised to the minus 2. So 23 will be your correct answer. Is that clear guys? Okay, I hope you understood this. Then for a given chemical reaction, gamma 1, 2, 3, 4, these are stoichiometric coefficients. Concentration of C changes from 10 to 20 millimole in 10 seconds. So what is the rate of appearance, right? Because C is a product. So what is the rate of formation or appearance of C? It is a change in concentration, which is 20 minus 10, that is 10. Okay, divided by time interval in 10 seconds. So basically it is 1 millimole per decimeter cube per second. All right. Now, rate of appearance of D is 1.5 times, which means that rate of appearance of D is 1.5 is 3 by 2. Okay. The rate of disappearance of B. So this is this, right? Rate of appearance of D is 1.5 times the rate of appearance of B, which is twice the rate of appearance of A. That means the rate of disappearance of B, it is twice the rate of disappearance of A. All right. Let us first compile the given data. All right. Then the rate of appearance of D has been experimentally determined to be 9 millimole. That means this value, rate of disappearance of D, it has been determined to be 9 millimole per decimeter cube second. Okay. So the rate of reaction is, so we have to find out the rate of reaction. You guys know that rate of any chemical reaction can be expressed in terms of the concentration of any reactant or product. So that is what we are going to do here. So dt by dt is minus 3 by 2. So let us do one thing, bring 3 here. Okay. 3 को इधर ले आते हैं. This is 9, we'll remember it. So this is, right. So this is, this will become 1 by 3 of dd by dt is 1 by 2 of dB by dt. Okay. Now dB by dt itself is twice of dA by dt. So dB by dt, okay, so dB by dt, when you replace it by 2 of dA by dt, 2 and 2 cancel, so it is just dA by dt. Is that clear, guys? I hope this is clear. Then the rate of formation of C is 1 and the rate of formation of D is 9. Okay, the rate of formation of C is 1 millimole per decimeter cube per second and the rate of formation of D is 9. So can I write that rate of formation of D is 9 times the rate of formation of C, right? Because the rate of formation of C, it is 1, so rate of formation of D will be of course 9. Is that clear? Okay, so rate of formation of D, it can be replaced by 9 multiplied by dc by dt. Okay, so that means I can write it as 1 by 3, dd by dt can be written as 9 times of dc by dt, so which leaves behind only 3. Is that clear? So now you have C, now you have D, now you have B, now you have A. Now you are familiar that we write the reciprocal of the stoichiometric coefficient, right? Which means that this number is 3, so the coefficient of C will be 1 by 3. This number is 1 by 3, so the coefficient of D will be 3. This number is 1 by 2, so the coefficient of B will be 2. This number is just 1, so the coefficient of A will be 1. So what is the equation? 1A, right? Although we don't write, but I am writing it for clarity. So 1A, the coefficient of B is 2. Okay, the coefficient of C is 1 upon 3 and the coefficient of D is 3. Am I correct? To convert it into integers, I will multiply it by 3. To convert it into integers, I will multiply it by 3. So I will get 3A plus 6B giving C plus 90. Am I correct? 3A plus 6B gives C plus 90. So you can see the rate of reaction is same as the rate of formation of C. So the correct answer will be 1. Why? Because the rate of formation of C itself is 1 millimole per decimeter cube per second. Okay, so 1 will be your answer. Is that clear, guys? Then in this question, CuH2O4, so it's a 4 coordinate complex, absorbs a light of wavelength 600 nanometer. So if we convert it into energy, we guys know that as per Planck's quantum theory, energy is hc by lambda. All right, so you can solve this. So substitute the value of hc and then lambda is 600 into 10 raised to minus 9 meters. So this energy is, let's say, E. Now the value of octahedral crystal field splitting. You guys know that the relation between octahedral and tetrahedral, right? Octahedral is 9 by 4 of tetrahedral. So whatever energy you are getting, you will multiply it by this 9 by 4. So that will be your desired answer. Okay, so this actually comes out to be 766 into 10 to minus 21 joule. Okay, so simply apply E is equal to hc by lambda. That will give you the crystal field splitting energy for this complex. Now the metal is same, oxidation number is same, ligand is same. So the only difference in CFSC will be because of the nature of complex. So the relation, this is 4 coordinate, 6 coordinate, delta is 9 by 4 delta T. So this would be that one. Okay, guys, understood? Then number of grams of bromine that will completely react with 5 gram of pentwanine. So pentwanine is this. All right, pentwanine. So the formula is C5H10 and the molecular mass is 70, right? 5 into 12 plus 10 into 1, 70. Number of moles of pentwanine is 5 divided by 70. 5 divided by 70, all right. And if you see, this will react with 1 equivalent of bromine, right? Why? Because first bromine reacts like this, cyclic bromonium ion, then another bromide ion attacks, and then you will get bromine here. All right, so basically they react in 1:1 molecular ratio. Assume that the reaction is 100% efficient. So the number of moles of pentwanine is 5 by 70. This will be the number of moles of bromine only, right? And then you can calculate the mass, the number of grams of bromine. All right, so the mass of bromine that will react is Br2 is 160. So 160 multiplied by 5.0 divided by 70. Okay, so number of grams of bromine that will complete with 5 gram of pentene is this one. So yes, this answer is coming out to be 1143 into 10 raised to minus 2 gram. Clear, guys? So that's all for the solution. I hope you like this. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, share with your friends that we are discussing every day the solution of JEE Main Session 1 paper. Alright. And if you're planning to appear in Session 2 exam, then please go through these questions, and it's highly probable that your score will definitely improve. This will help you a lot in that. Okay. So again, tomorrow I'll come with the solution of chemistry section of another paper of another day. Till then, take care. Bye bye.
Hello and welcome everyone to Infinity Learn by Sri Chaitanya. I am Ravindram, your physics faculty, and today we are going to discuss the very first session of 25th June JEE Main 2022 examination, physics portion. Okay, so let's begin with the first question, students. And before discussing this paper, also one more thing I want to share with you, that this paper was relatively easier as compared to the 24th June physics paper, right? This was relatively easier, and I think to solve this paper a student should have taken around 45 minutes. 45 minutes are way more than enough for this paper to solve in the examination time. Anyways, the very first question, as you can see, is an easier one, and it comes from the chapter errors, which we generally again one more thing, that we generally ignore this chapter, and yet it is very important. Now a square b cube upon c to the power 4 is equal to z. Then the relative error in z, it's a direct formula. Whatever is the power here will come as the coefficient here. So you will say, sir, delta z by z is equal to 2 times delta a by a plus 3 times delta b by b. Now c is to the power minus 4, but errors are always added. So here also it doesn't matter whether you write it like this, a square b cube z to the power minus 4, doesn't matter, that here we will take only 4, delta c by c. Okay, so which option is correct, you tell me? Is second option correct? No, most of the students will go for this option, which is an incorrect one. The right answer is this, 2 times delta a by a, that means twice the relative error in a plus thrice the relative error in b plus 4 times the relative error in c will be equal to the relative error in z. Okay students, this is an easy thing. Now let's move ahead and do the second question. Okay, now vector a. So vector a is a quantity such that mod a is a non-zero constant. Which of the following expression is true for vector a? See, that means vector a is such a vector which is not having any zero magnitude, it is having some non-zero magnitude, right? So what they are asking is, which one of the following is true? See, vector a, and if I take another vector a only, they must be parallel and coincident vectors, right? So for parallel vectors, what is theta? Theta is 0. For parallel vectors, vector a and vector a, what is the angle between them? 0 degrees, right? Okay. So dot product is what? Vector a dot vector a, what is the dot product? A into cos theta, right? Cos 0 is 1. So this is wrong, because vector a dot vector a will be or should be a square cos 0 degrees, which is equal to a square, right? Now there vector a dot vector a, sorry, a cross vector a. Now the cross product is what? Vector a cross vector a is a vector, okay, which is perpendicular to both of them. And if I talk about the magnitude of this, it will be how much? It will be a into sine of angle between them, which is 0 degrees, so it will be 0. So the magnitude of vector a cross vector a will be 0. So this is wrong, and this will be right if we put this around, right? That means we are talking about the magnitude of vector a cross vector a. Why? Because vector a cross vector a will be a vector, a null vector, even though, but it will be a null vector. So if you want to show it 0, you have to put these signs and say. Anyways, since we don't have that luxury in this option, so what we can do is we can say third option will be correct. Okay students, so let's move ahead and discuss. So third option is correct. Let's discuss this. Which of the following relations is true? Oh my god, couldn't believe that there are consecutively 3 questions in the paper which came from the chapter vectors. Okay, so vectors and errors. Okay, so first question was from errors, then vectors, then again one more question is from vectors, right? So which of the following relations is true for 2 unit vectors? Now unit vector, what do you mean by unit vector, my dear students? You will say, sir, unit vectors means their magnitudes will be same, which is equal to 1, right? Okay, so there is a formula, student, direct formula, which you can use, that if you are adding 2 unit vectors, a cap plus b cap, their mod is 2 cos of theta by 2. This is the direct formula. And if you are doing like this, a cap minus b cap, then the answer is 2 sine of theta by 2. Okay. So if you take the ratio, you will definitely get your answer. So from here you can say vector a cap minus b cap mod upon vector a cap plus b cap mod will give you tan theta by 2. So from there I hope this equation will come out. So second option must be true. Yes, the second option is right. Did you understand this thing? So if you remember this formula directly, you can answer it. Okay. So no need to waste time. Okay. So this is the formula that holds good for unit vectors, or even there are equal vectors. For example, if I say that vector p mod is equals to vector q mod, and suppose it is equal to p only. So we will say that vector p plus vector q mod will be equal to 2p cos of theta by 2, and vector p minus vector q mod will be 2p sine of theta by 2. Did you understand? So here this formula works whenever the vectors who are being added or being subtracted are having equal magnitudes. So here, since they were unit vectors, so definitely they have equal magnitudes, right or not? If they are equal vectors, definitely they have equal magnitudes. Okay, if they are unit vectors, so obviously, and the magnitude will be 1. So it is 2 into 1 into cos theta by 2, 2 into 1 into sin theta by 2. So I have not written that one here, but you can understand it. Okay, now you take the ratio and definitely you will get the right answer. So anybody who knows this formula already and he knows how to apply this formula here, he will get the right answer in like 10 or 15 seconds only. Okay, so after reading the questions, he will just take 15 more seconds to solve it and take the right answer. Okay बच्चों, तो यहाँ से हम एक चीज़ ज़रूर सीख रहे हैं कि ये जो स्टार्टिंग के चैप्टर्स हैं, यूनिट्स, डायमेंशंस, मेजरमेंट, एरर्स, ओके, एंड वेक्टर्स, बेसिक मैथ्स. ओके, सो बेसिक मैथ्स में से वेक्टर्स वाला जो स्पेशली पोर्शन है, हम इसको निगलेक्ट नहीं कर सकते, क्योंकि मेन एग्जामिनेशन में ये क्वेश्चन डायरेक्टली उन्होंने पूछा. ऐसा भी नहीं करा है कि वेक्टर का कॉन्सेप्ट यूज़ करके कोई मोशन इन अ प्लेन का सवाल आया हुआ है, राइट? ऐसा भी नहीं किया इन्होंने, राइट? या एरर्स का कॉन्सेप्ट यूज करके करंट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी का कोई क्वेश्चन दे दिया, नहीं. डायरेक्टली एरर का फॉर्मूला पूछ लिया है उन्होंने, डायरेक्टली एरर्स का कॉन्सेप्ट पूछा, डायरेक्टली वेक्टर्स के कॉन्सेप्ट पूछे हुए. सो इजंट इट ईजी, इजंट इट बिकमिंग वेरी ईजी फॉर अस? So we just have to study every chapter, every concept, at least 5 standard questions of every concept. That's it, done. Khatam, finish. Okay, so let's move ahead. This option is correct. Now, another question on vectors. Vectors. So consecutively 3 questions on vectors, 1 question on errors. Okay. And if you have studied the very basic maths and units, dimensions, errors, you will get 16 marks straight away right now. Okay, so vector f is given, acts on a particle having position vector this. Okay, then the torque, oh god, then the torque about the origin. So you will say vector r will be this only, then 2i cap plus j cap plus 2k cap, and vector f will be this. It is written here 3i cap plus 4j cap minus 2k cap, right? You know vector r, you know vector f. What they are asking? Torque. What is tau? It is vector r cross vector f. That means we just have to do the dot product. Sorry, cross product. Vector r cross vector f. Do it and get your answer. How do you do this cross product? Everybody knows this. We will say I cap, j cap, k cap. Form a matrix here. R cross f. 2, 1, 2. 3, 4, minus 2. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 2. Just do the cross product, solve it and get your right answer. Okay? Did you understand? So first one is what? I cap, suppose if you hide this. So if you solve it even, I cap, what is the coefficient? You will say, sir, 1 into minus 2, minus 8, so it is minus 10. Any option containing minus 10, only this option. Got it. No need to solve for any other option. Second option is correct. Can you see that? That means we don't even require to solve it for the coefficients of j cap and k cap. Just you take the coefficient of I cap and it is coming out to be minus 10. See, like this, na? 1 into minus 2 minus 4 into 2. So minus 2 minus 8 is minus 10. See, if minus 10 is there in any option, you will immediately find minus 10 is here as the coefficient of I cap. None of the other options are containing minus 10 as the coefficient of I cap. That means this is the correct answer, and you can move ahead without even solving for the coefficient of J cap and K cap. And even if you want to reassure yourself, okay, then go for J cap, the coefficient of J cap or coefficient of K cap also, no issue. You will definitely get this answer only. Are you understanding? तो स्टूडेंट मैं आपको ये बता रहा हूँ, आप एग्जामिनेशन में हाउ कैन यू सेव योर टाइम, राइट? सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल एकदम रिलैक्स माइंड से एग्जाम देने जाना है, बिल्कुल रिलैक्स माइंड से, और क्वेश्चन पढ़ने के बाद ये मान के चलना कि हमसे बन जाएगा ये, बिकॉज इट्स एन ईजी पेपर, राइट? इट्स एन ईजी पेपर एंड यू विल बी एबल टू सॉल्व इट. देयर इज नो अदर वे. ओके, okay, the height of any point P above the surface. So height of any point P above the earth's surface. So this is earth. Above the earth's surface, the height h is equal to diameter of the earth, that means 2 times capital R, if this is R. Okay, so what they are asking, the value of acceleration due to gravity at this point P will be, fantastic, what is the formula? You will say, sir, G dash. This question came in 24th June exam also. G upon 1 plus h by R whole square. Now what is h? 2R, right? So G dash will be equal to G upon 1 plus 2 whole square, that is G upon 9. Which option is correct? Fourth option is correct. Let's see. Yes, the fourth option is correct. Are you getting it, my dear students? I hope it is absolutely clear. In case you have any doubts, please feel free to come and talk with us in the chat box. Okay, now let's move ahead. The terminal velocity. Okay, for terminal velocity we have a direct formula, if you remember. It is 2 by 9 r square g upon eta, density of object minus density of the liquid or the medium in which the object is kept. So Vt is directly proportional to r square. Understood? So which option is correct? Third option is correct. Okay, now let's move on to the next question. Now the relationship between root mean square speed, that is Vrms, and the most probable speed Vp for the molar mass capital M of oxygen gas molecule at temperature of 300 Kelvin doesn't matter, because the formula for RMS speed is what? Root over 3 RT by M, and for most probable speed it is what? Root over 2 RT by M. So you want us to find out the ratio. Okay, so what is Vrms? So you will say, sir, if I take the ratio Vrms upon V most probable, I believe the answer that will come out will be root over 3 by 2. So what is the value of Vrms here? Root over 3 by 2 times most probable speed. So I guess second option will turn out to be the right one. I guess it is right. Are you guys understanding and following this absolutely? Yes. Now let's move ahead. अच्छा बच्चों, मैं आपको फिर बोल रहा हूँ, मैंने पहले भी बोला है, लास्ट क्लास में भी बोला है, एंड फिर से मैं ये चीज़ आप तक कन्वे करना चाहता हूँ स्टूडेंट्स, दैट ये जो लेक्चर है आप इसको ये मत समझिए कि सर सोल्यूशंस तो ऑलरेडी आ चुके हैं तो फिर हम क्यों ये वीडियो देखें, राइट? सोल्यूशंस आर ऑलरेडी देयर इन द मार्केट लाइक एनीथिंग, बट व्हाई शुड वी वॉच दिस वीडियो? द थिंग इज दिस इज द टाइम, बिकॉज मैं अपने एक्सपीरियंस से बता रहा हूँ, अपने एक्सपीरियंस एज अ स्टूडेंट एंड अपना एक्सपीरियंस एज अ टीचर, दोनों ही तरीके से आई एम टेलिंग यू दिस थिंग, दैट ये जो टाइम होता है जब आप एक अटेम्प्ट दे चुके होते हो और दूसरा अटेम्प्ट आने वाला है, या आपका एग्जाम बहुत ही पास में, हार्डली 2 वीक्स का टाइम आपके पास या 1 वीक या 10 डेज का टाइम है, तो उसमें समझ नहीं आता क्या करें, तो हम जनरली करते क्या है, जो भी हमने साल भर में नोट्स बनाए उनको बस ऐसे फ्लिप करते जाते हैं पेजेस को, एंड प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड दिस थिंग, हमारा ब्रेन ऑलरेडी प्रोसेस कर चुका होता है ये डेटा, उसको बार बार घुमाने से हम सिर्फ टाइम वेस्ट करते हैं, और जो हमारे मिस्टेक्स हैं वो एज इट इज रहते हैं, क्योंकि जब हमने लास्ट टाइम उनसे पढ़ा था तो वो कुछ मिस्टेक्स हो गए थे हमसे, राइट? और वो मिस्टेक्स एज इट इज हमारे दिमाग में सेव्ड है, राइट? हमने उसको करेक्ट नहीं करा, तो इसलिए इन 10 दिन में you make sure that you practice a lot of questions, practice, और whatever new you are learning just add it to your knowledge. जैसे मैं बोलूँगा कि अगर ये चीज़ मैं आपको बोल दूँ बातों बातों में, अगर मैं सिर्फ आपको इतना बोलूँ कि एक लॉन्ग या इन्फिनिटली लार्ज शीट के सामने इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड डजंट डिपेंड अपॉन द लेंथ, राइट ये मैं आपको रिवीजन करा रहा हूँ। आपने मुझसे बोला सर 10 इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स बताइए, मैंने आपको 10 इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स बता दिए, जिसमें से एक इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट मैंने ये भी आपको बताया कि इन्फिनिटली लार्ज जो शीट होती है, चार्ज यूनिफॉर्मली चार्ज शीट जो होती है, उसके अराउंड इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड डजंट डिपेंड अपॉन द डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम द प्लेट। ओके, डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम द शीट डिपेंड नहीं करती है। मैंने बोल दिया, ऐसे 10 पॉइंट्स बोल दिए, मैं चला गया। अब जब क्वेश्चन आएगा ना, हो सकता है पॉइंट आपके दिमाग में क्लिक करे, हो सकता है पॉइंट आपके दिमाग में क्लिक ना करे। आर यू ट्राइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस थिंग? बट अगर मैं आपके सामने ऐसा क्वेश्चन लेकर आता हूं, राइट, और जिसमें वो चीज स्पेशली पॉइंट आउट की जाएगी, नाउ यू विल डेफिनेटली रिमेंबर दिस थिंग। सो दैट इज व्हाई आई एम सेइंग कि जो मेंस के आपके अभी पेपर हुए हैं 12, ये पूरे पेपर को आप हमारे साथ लाइव सॉल्व करिए, यही आपका बेस्ट वे टू प्रिपेयर है अभी इस टाइम के लिए। ओके, सो लेट्स कम बैक टू दिस क्वेश्चन। The question is very simple. A very large plane sheet of positive charge. This is a very large बोले तो infinitely large, या फिर हम बोल सकते हैं infinitely large, या हम बोल सकते हैं कि हम प्लेट के बहुत ज़्यादा दूर नहीं जा रहे हैं, हम प्लेट से बहुत पास में, ठीक है। सो इन्फिनिटली लार्ज प्लेट है और इसमें 2 पॉइंट्स लिए, एक एल डिस्टेंस पर, एक 2l डिस्टेंस पर, एंड व्हाट दे हैव आस्क्ड हियर, दे आर आस्किंग अ वेरी सिंपल क्वेश्चन, व्हाट इज द रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन दीज टू इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड्स। ऑब्वियसली व्हाट इज द फॉर्मूला फॉर इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड फ्रॉम एन इन्फिनिटली लार्ज शीट? You will say, sir, it is sigma by 2 epsilon naught for a thin sheet, and if you take a plate it will be sigma by epsilon naught, right? Anyways, so ये आ गया। अब ये कहीं x या r पे डिपेंड कर रहा है? नहीं। क्या ये इस लेंथ l या 2l कहीं आ रहा है इस फॉर्मूले में? नहीं आ रहा है, मतलब ये कांस्टेंट है। अगर ये कांस्टेंट है तो कौन सा ऑप्शन सही है? थर्ड ऑप्शन सही हुआ ना, E1 और E2 बराबर होंगे, और किसके बराबर होंगे? वो सिग्मा बाय 2 एप्सिलॉन नॉट के बराबर होंगे। केस क्लोज्ड, डन। यस और नो, कम ऑन गाइस। और ये अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ भी शेयर करो। अच्छा, ये भी आप मत सोचो मैं अकेले अकेले सॉल्व करूंगा। अगर आप अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ बैठ के करते हो तो हो सकता है कोई क्वेश्चन में एक ऐसी मिस्टेक हो जो उसको पता चल जाएगी, बट आपको नहीं दिखी वो मिस्टेक, तो आप शेयर कर सकते हो उस वक्त। ओके, तो बातें नहीं करना है, बट एटलीस्ट ये शेयर करते जाएंगे तो हमको जितनी भी, जहां भी हमारी मिस्टेक्स अभी तक हुई है उसको करेक्ट करना। जैसे आप खुद सोचो, जब आप कोई चीज़ बना रहे होते हो तो बनाने के बाद आप लोगों को दिखाते हो, देखो यार ये मैंने बनाया, इसमें कुछ फ्लॉ दिख रहा है क्या आपको, कुछ लग रही गड़बड़ क्या? तो वैसे आपके ब्रेन ने प्रिपरेशन कर ली है, अब आप एग्जाम दे देकर ये चेक करते हो कि मैंने जो प्रिपरेशन करी उसमें कोई फ्लॉ रह गया क्या, कहीं कुछ छूट गया क्या, तो उसको करेक्ट करना है क्या, राइट? सो ये जो टाइम पीरियड है एग्जैक्टली वही है। जो भी आपकी चीज़ें बच्चों छूट गई है, या हो सकता है अब ये सिंपल सी बात थी, बहुत सिंपल सी बात है कि इन्फिनिटली लार्ज इलेक्ट्रिक प्लेट अगर है, इन्फिनिटली लार्ज यूनिफॉर्मली चार्ज शीट है, थिन शीट, तो उसके आसपास इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड कांस्टेंट होती है, तो सभी लोग जानते हैं। बट अगर ऐसा क्वेश्चन आ जाए तो हो सकता है उस वक्त क्लिक ना करे कि क्या करना है, राइट? तो सोचो आप कॉन्सेप्ट पता होते हुए भी आपको क्लिक नहीं कर रहा है कि आपको क्या करना है। इसीलिए ऐसे पेपर डिस्कशंस बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाते हैं बच्चों, राइट? ना इस क्वेश्चन, अब ये क्वेश्चन बहुत आसान है, अभी लेके लगेगा टाइम कंज्यूमिंग है, कौन इतना सारा पढ़ेगा? तो आप 2-3 चीज़ें याद रखो। भाई एसी जनरेटर क्या करता है? मैकेनिकल एनर्जी को इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी में कन्वर्ट करता है। कहीं दिख रहा है ऐसा? यस, सेकंड ऑप्शन दिख रहा है, लिख दो भैया सेकंड ऑप्शन। ओके, ये तो बड़ा अजीब हो गया, ये सेकंड ऑप्शन। उसके बाद में गैल्वेनोमीटर क्या करता है? करंट को डिटेक्ट करता है, मेजर नहीं करता है, डिटेक्ट्स द प्रेजेंस ऑफ करंट, मतलब फर्स्ट ऑप्शन। अटैक से बोलो फर्स्ट ऑप्शन। ट्रांसफार्मर क्या करता है? वोल्टेज अप एंड डाउन करता है, स्टेप अप ट्रांसफार्मर, स्टेप डाउन ट्रांसफार्मर, तो चेंजेस इन ऑल्टरनेटिंग वोल्टेज फॉर स्मॉलर और ग्रेटर वैल्यू, ठीक है। फोर्थ पॉइंट इसके लिए कौन सा हो गया? फोर्थ। अब मेटल डिटेक्टर क्या करेगा? कुछ ना कुछ हरकत तो डिटेक्ट करेगा ही, डिटेक्ट्स द प्रेशर ऑफ द करंट इन द सर्किट, डिटेक्ट्स द प्रेजेंस ऑफ करंट इन द सर्किट, नहीं, वर्क्स ऑन द प्रिंसिपल ऑफ रेजोनेंस इन एसी सर्किट, यस। अब आप बोलोगे सर अगर ये मुझे नहीं भी समझ आ रहा, मैंने मेटल डिटेक्टर नहीं पढ़ा, है, आई डोंट नो व्हाट इज द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ मेटल डिटेक्टर, बट आप ये तो सही कर चुके 214, तो बचा क्या? थर्ड ऑप्शन ही मैच करेगा इससे, फटाक से लगा दो, या फिर सारे ऑप्शंस को एक बार पढ़ के चेक कर लो, कोई बात नहीं। कहीं कोई ऐसा तो नहीं है कि कोई पॉइंट दो लिस्ट 2 का कोई एक सेंटेंस लिस्ट 1 के 2 पॉइंट से मैच कर रहा हो, वो भी चेक करते हैं अपन। ऑप्शंस देख लेते हैं। हमारा ऑप्शन आ रहा है 2 1 4 3, देखो कहीं दिख रहा है क्या? 2 1 4 3 पहला ऑप्शन हो गया, पर फिर भी एक बार चेक कर लो। 2 1 3 4 3 1 2 4 3 4 2 1, मतलब सब में ही, मतलब यहाँ के डिफरेंट ऑप्शन, यहाँ के 4 ऑप्शंस यहाँ 4 डिफरेंट ऑप्शन से ही मैच कर रहे हैं, मतलब फिर तो हमारा फर्स्ट ऑप्शन सही है, इवन दो हमें मेटल डिटेक्टर का कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं भी पता है तो। आप समझ रहे हो? तो ये इसे कहेंगे प्रेजेंस ऑफ माइंड। ये आप यूज करो एग्जाम में, आपको फट से देखो बन गया, 4 मार्क्स मिल रहे हैं आपको। कैन यू सी दैट? यू आर गेटिंग 4 मार्क्स राइट अहेड। नाउ अब आते हैं, इसमें फर्स्ट ऑप्शन सही था। अ लॉन्ग स्ट्रेट वायर ऑफ सर्कुलर क्रॉस सेक्शनल area having radius r is carrying a current, steady current I, the current I is uniformly distributed across। मतलब क्लियरली जैसे ये लिखे आप समझ जाओ, आपके दिमाग में घंटी बज जानी चाहिए। कौन सा क्वेश्चन है ये? एम्पियर्स सर्क्यूशियल लॉ, ये एम्पियर सर्क्यूशियल लॉ का क्वेश्चन है। ये क्या कहता है एम्पियर सर्क्यूशियल लॉ? ये कहता है वेक्टर बी डॉट वेक्टर डी एल का इंटीग्रेशन ओवर द लूप इज इक्वल्स टू म्यू नॉट टाइम्स आई एनक्लोज्ड। वैसे तो ये याद ही होना चाहिए क्योंकि इस पे बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस हम प्रैक्टिस करते हैं। तो वेन एवर आई टीच दिस पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक आई मेक श्योर दैट यू रिमेंबर दिस थिंग। ओके, आई रियली मेक श्योर दैट यू रिमेंबर दिस फैक्ट। Okay, that when you are talking about the magnetic field inside the wire, that it is directly proportional to R. I make sure that you remember this fact. In case suppose आपको नहीं है याद, तो ये तो पता आपको लगाना है लॉजिक। अब आप क्या बोलोगे? सर ये रहा क्रॉस सेक्शनल एरिया और इस पूरे के पूरे क्रॉस सेक्शन में करंट है। मान लेते हैं पूरा करंट कहाँ जा रहा है? अंदर जा रहा है। ऐसा करंट अंदर पेज के अंदर या स्क्रीन के अंदर फ्लो कर रहा है। अब आप क्या चाहते हैं कि एक ऐसा पॉइंट लें जो कि अंदर हो r डिस्टेंस पर, और यहाँ पर इस पूरे लूप में मैग्नेटिक फील्ड की वैल्यू क्या होगी। अब क्योंकि करंट यूनिफॉर्मली डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड है तो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड भी इस पूरे लूप में सेम होगी। तो जब आप ये करेंगे वेक्टर b डॉट डी एल में, तो आप b को कांस्टेंट मान के बाहर ला सकते हैं और आप सिंपली डी एल का इंटीग्रेशन करेंगे। ठीक है, अब जब आप आई एनक्लोज्ड की बात करोगे तो आप वो सारा करंट लोगे जो इस वाले लूप के अंदर है। हमें उस करंट से मतलब है, तो आप क्या लिखोगे? म्यू नॉट टाइम्स, अब पूरे में करंट कितना है? I, तो हम क्या करेंगे? टोटल करंट अपॉन टोटल एरिया इनटू एरिया ऑफ दैट पोर्शन इन विच वी हैव टू फिगर आउट द मैग्नेटिक फील्ड एट द बॉर्डर, राइट? पाई स्मॉल r स्क्वायर, तो पाई से पाई गया। नाउ इंटीग्रेशन विल बी 0 to 2 पाई स्मॉल r, क्योंकि ये हमारा लूप है, राइट स्टूडेंट्स? तो आप यहाँ से क्या बोलोगे? ये हो जाएगा b इंटू 2 पाई स्मॉल r इज इक्वल्स टू म्यू नॉट I इंटू स्मॉल r स्क्वायर बाय कैपिटल R स्क्वायर। तो अब आपका जो आंसर है यहाँ से क्या बनेगा? बड़ा सिंपल है, वो आंसर भी आप वैसे याद रख लो तो अच्छा है। तो ये हो जाएगा म्यू नॉट I अपॉन 2 पाई R इंटू स्मॉल r बाय कैपिटल R। दिस इज द फॉर्मेट, आप जिसमें याद रखोगे तो बहुत अच्छा रहेगा, क्योंकि इस म्यू नॉट I बाय 2 पाई R क्या होता है? ये तो एक सर्कुलर लूप के सेंटर पे करंट का फॉर्मूला होता है, तो ऐसा ये याद रख लो। म्यू नॉट I बाय 2 पाई R होता है इनटू स्मॉल r बाय कैपिटल R। तो यहां से आप कह सकते हो कि B इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू R। ओके, पर यहां से बाहर अगर आ गए आप तब तो इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू R वापस से हो जाएगा ये, राइट? तो इसीलिए इसका जो ग्राफ बनता है वो भी बता देता हूं। ग्राफ कुछ ऐसा बनता है, राइट? तो ये सरफेस तक तो डायरेक्ट प्रोपोर्शनल रिलेशनशिप होता है, फिर हाइपरबोलिक हो जाता है। डू यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस थिंग? सो रिमेंबर, सो विच आंसर इज करेक्ट? विच ऑप्शन इज करेक्ट? सेकंड ऑप्शन इज करेक्ट। डन, perfect. Now let's have a look in this question. A wattless current, see wattless current means sign component of the alternating current. Sign component, that means it doesn't produce any heat, it doesn't produce or it doesn't consume any power. Okay. I'm so sorry. A wattless current flows in the AC circuit. If there is wattless current, that means there is no power consumption, there is no heat production. That means there is no resistance in the overall circuit. And if there is no resistance, that means the circuit is either purely inductive, purely capacitive, or an LC combination, right? So purely resistive, wrong. RC, wrong. LCR, wrong. There shouldn't be any resistance. So which one is correct? Purely inductive. Second option is absolutely done. Okay, the electric field. Now electric field in an electromagnetic wave is given by 56.5 sin omega t minus x by c. Okay, so this is the formula for the electric field given. Okay, epsilon naught is also given. What they are asking is find the intensity of the wave. Okay, so there is a very common formula that intensity upon c, I by c is energy density in electromagnetic waves. And what is that energy density? You will say, sir, overall it is half epsilon naught E naught square. So if they want you to find out the intensity, it's very easy, students. Just do this, half epsilon naught E naught square into C. Just put the values. Epsilon naught value they have given 8.85 into 10 to the power minus 12. E naught is this, the peak value, 56.5. What is 56.5 whole square into C? Everybody knows what is C? 3 into 10 to the power 8 meters per second. Did you understand this? Okay, so put the values and probably the answer will come out to be 4.24, right? So this option is correct. Got it? Let's move on to the next question. Two light beams having intensities I and 9I. Again, this is a question of superposition. Interfere to produce a fringe pattern on a screen. The phase difference between the beams at a point P is pi by 2 and at a point Q is pi. Then the difference between the resultant intensities in P and Q. That means they first of all want us to find out what is the value of IP. Okay. Then they want us to find out the value of IQ, and then they want us to do this, IP minus IQ. This is the answer that we are seeking, right? So what we will do, very simple, very simple. Let's begin. First of all, what is the formula for resultant intensity? You will say, sir, the formula for resultant intensity is this, I1 plus I2 plus, plus 2 root I1 root I2 cos of theta or phase difference, cos of delta phi, right? Now, if I talk about IP right now, phase difference is pi by 2 and cos of pi by 2 will be 0. So it will be very simple, I plus 9I plus 0, which will be equal to 10I, right? Now, if I take the second case, that is IQ. So it will be I plus 9I plus 2 times root I into root 9I into cos of pi. And what is cos of pi? Cos pi is minus 1. Now, root I into root I will be I, root 9 is 3. So it will be somewhat like this, 10I minus 6I, answer is 4I. So this is what? This is IQ. Now what they need is IP minus IQ, 10I minus 4I. Your answer will be 6I. Did you understand this? Isn't it very easy and very simple? So मुझे तो ऐसा लगता है कि अब जो है ना हमें एटलीस्ट इस बात की तो क्लैरिटी हो गई कि मेन एग्जामिनेशन में जो क्वेश्चंस आने हैं they are going to be very easy, very simple, very standard questions, right? So let's move ahead. A light wave traveling linearly in a medium of dielectric constant. Again, ये वाला concept फिर आज 25th जून को भी आया, आज नहीं, मतलब 25th जून को भी आया था. Same concept was asked in 24th June. Same thing again on the exam of 25th June. अब देखो आप, a light wave traveling linearly in a medium of dielectric constant 4. Dielectric constant क्या होता है? इधर आप बोलो K, या आप ऐसा भी तो बोल सकते हैं सर एप्सिलॉन R, ये तो relative permittivity होता है. It is relative permittivity, and at the end relative permeability is also given. Relative permeability is also given, that is 1. Do you understand? So what they are asking is incident on the horizontal interface separating medium with air. तो ये एक कोई मीडियम है, उस मीडियम के साथ एयर, मतलब सेकेंड मीडियम जो है कांटेक्ट में वो एयर है, और ये चाहते कि इन दोनों सरफेसेस या दोनों मीडियम की जो बाउंड्री है वहां पे TIR हो जाए, टोटल इंटरनल रिफ्लेक्शन, या इनके हिसाब से बोले तो टोटल इंटेंसिटी रिफ्लेक्शन, मतलब जितनी भी लाइट है पूरी की पूरी इंटेंसिटी जो है रिफ्लेक्टेड बैक इन द सेम मीडियम हो जाए, right? So for that we need one thing. See, what is the formula for critical angle of incidence? You will say the critical angle of incidence is sin inverse mu of the rarer medium upon mu of the denser medium, and the incident ray should come from the denser medium. तो रेयरर मीडियम तो यहाँ पर एयर है और डेंसर मीडियम का म्यू हमको कैलकुलेट करना है, तो आप बोलोगे सर क्रिटिकल एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस हो जाएगा 1 अपॉन म्यू ऑफ द मीडियम, लेट्स से म्यू डी, डेंसर मीडियम, राइट? Okay, if we know this, then our answer will not be C, our answer will be greater than C. So we will search for that option in which incidence, angle of incidence is greater than critical angle of incidence, right? First of all, let's come to this. Now, from this information, don't you think you will be able to find out the refractive index? Come on, tell me. You will say, sir, there's a very easy formula, and what is that? आप बोलेंगे सर बच्चा जानता है C होता है √/1 म्यू नॉट एप्सिलॉन नॉट, V इन एनी मीडियम होता है 1/√/ म्यू एप्सिलॉन, C/V वैसे तो हो जाएगा रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स, म्यू डी मतलब रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स ऑफ द डेंसर मीडियम, जो कि हो जाएगा म्यू नॉट इंटू एप्सिलॉन नॉट, जो कि किसके बराबर हो जाएगा, म्यू रिलेटिव एंड एप्सिलॉन आर रिलेटिव। तब ये कितना दिया, 1 × 4 कर दो √2 आ गया, तो ये म्यू डी कितना आ गया 2। अब इस म्यू डी को उठा के यहाँ पुट करो तो ये हो जाएगा साइन इनवर्स 1/2, क्या हो जाएगा बच्चों, साइन इनवर्स 1/2। साइन इनवर्स 1/2 कितना होता है, 30 डिग्रीज। तो जो क्रिटिकल एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस वो आया आपका 30 डिग्रीज। अब ऑप्शंस देखते हैं, ऑप्शंस क्या है, ऑप्शंस है 10, 20, ये तो रॉन्ग है, ये भी रॉन्ग है। फिर उसके बाद में ऑप्शन क्या है, 30 डिग्रीज। आप बोलोगे सर 30 भी रॉन्ग है क्योंकि 30 पे तो ग्रेजिंग होगा ना, अभी भी लाइट तो बाहर चली गई, रिफ्रैक्शन हुआ, अभी भी रिफ्रैक्शन हो रहा है। इस केस में रिफ्रैक्शन बंद हो गया, क्यों, क्योंकि ये आई जो है सी से बड़ा है। आर यू एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस फैक्ट माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स? प्लीज लेट मी नो इन द चैट बॉक्स। आई एम रियली ईगरली वेटिंग फॉर यू टू कम ऑन द चैट बॉक्स एंड आस्क मी एनी डाउट्स so far if you have on any question. So 60 degrees is absolutely correct. बढ़िया। अब देखो अगर आपके माइंड में, अब यहाँ से एटलीस्ट ये कॉन्सेप्ट तो समझ आ गया। मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ, मैं 2019 से देख रहा हूँ, फ्रॉम 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, in these 4 years, definitely this concept is coming in some or the other way. 2019, this concept came in the form of a question where they were asking you to find out the unit of resistance, okay, or dimensions of resistance in terms of these things. Exactly. So there was a question like that also. That means this concept is a must, I guess, must. Devison-Germer experiment. Who knew this will come? But the major conclusion of the Devison-Germer experiment is that electrons are showing diffraction. That means they have wave nature, that's all. So the Devison-Germer experiment establishes the wave nature of electrons, absolutely right. Second option is also true. If electrons have wave nature, they can interfere and show diffraction. भाई यहाँ हम बोलते हैं कि diffraction show हो रहा है, इसलिए उनका नेचर वेव नेचर है, और यहां बोलते हैं अगर वेव नेचर होगा तो वो डिफ्रैक्शन शो करेंगे। आपको लगता है ये दोनों बातें एक दूसरे के पूरक है? These two are completing each other, these two statements. So obviously both statement 1 and 2 are true and they are the correct explanation for each other. The ratio for the speed of the electron in the third orbit to the speed of the electron in the third orbit of the hydrogen atom. So what is the formula for the speed in hydrogen like particles? 2.19 into 10 to the power 6 into 10 to the power 6 into Z by N. Now, when you take the ratio, so V for He plus ion upon V for hydrogen, it will be Z for helium upon Z for hydrogen, and N is same, third orbit for both of them. So for helium what is Z? 2. For hydrogen what is Z? 1. That is what? Atomic number 2 by 1. So what is the ratio? I guess 2:1. Fourth option is correct, right? Done, my dear students. I hope you are absolutely following this thing. Easy? Very good. The photodiode is used. See, photodiodes जो होते हैं ऑप्टिकल सिग्नल्स डिटेक्ट करने के लिए काम में आते हैं और ये यूज होते हैं रिवर्स बायस कंडीशन में. सिंपल रीजन है कि फ्रैक्शनल चेंज इन द माइनॉरिटी कैरियर्स प्रोड्यूस हाई फॉरवर्ड बायस करंट. तो हमको फॉरवर्ड सॉरी हाई रिवर्स बायस करंट, आई एम सो सॉरी, रिवर्स बायस कंडीशन में यूज होते हैं ना ये. So this option is correct. Okay, because they are asking the same thing. These diodes are preferably operated in the reverse biased mode. क्यों? क्योंकि reverse bias mode में हमें minority charge carriers का flow जो है या fractional change है वो अच्छा खासा मिल जाता है. ठीक है, so आगे बढ़ते हैं. A signal of 100 terahertz frequency, ये तो भैया ऑप्टिकल फाइबर, क्योंकि ऑप्टिकल फाइबर जो है वो 1 टेराहर्ट्ज से लेकर 1000 टेराहर्ट्ज के सिग्नल को ट्रांसमिट करने में काम आते हैं. ठीक है, आई गेस ऑप्टिकल फाइबर इज राइट. ओके, नाउ द डिफरेंस ऑफ द स्पीड ऑफ लाइट इन द टू मीडिया. अब स्पीड ऑफ लाइट टू डिफरेंट मीडियम में उनका डिफरेंस दे रखा है. रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स ऑफ एक मीडियम दे रखा है, देन द रेशियो ऑफ द रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स ऑफ द मीडियम भी. ओके, सबसे पहले अब ये पॉइंट आ गया, थोड़ा सा थक गए भाई, अभी काफी क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर लिए, तो अभी देखो ऐसा हिम्मत नहीं हारनी होती है, आराम से टेक अ डीप ब्रेथ इन and exhale, another deep breath in and exhale, और फिर से स्टार्ट करते हैं. यस, चलो आगे बढ़ते. क्या पूछा गया इसमें, डेटा क्या दिया गया है? VA माइनस VB. ओके, VA दिया है, VB नहीं, डायरेक्टली तो नहीं दिया, बट उनका डिफरेंस दिया. कितना दिया है? 2.6 इंटू 10⁷ मीटर्स पर सेकेंड. ब्रिलियंट. वॉट एल्स इज गिवन? म्यू बी इज गिवन. ओ गॉड, वॉट इज म्यू बी? इट विल बी C अपॉन VB. ये कितना है? ये है 1.47. ओके, तो आई गेस अब यहाँ से VB पता कर लोगे, तो VB कितना हो जाएगा? ये हो जाएगा C अपॉन 1.47. तो ये कितना है? 3 इंटू 10⁸ अपॉन 1.47. तो जब आप इसको सॉल्व करेंगे तो आ जाएगा 20.4 इंटू 10⁷ मीटर्स पर सेकेंड. गॉट इट? आप इसको सॉल्व करेंगे 30 अपॉन 1.47, तो लगभग ये 20.4 इंटू 10⁷ आ जाएगा. अब ये थोड़ा सा कैलकुलेटिव हो गया यहाँ पर. अब यहाँ से हम बोलेंगे VA कितना हो जाएगा? VB प्लस ये डिफरेंस कितना है? 2.6 इंटू 10⁷. तो आंसर आ जाएगा 23 इंटू 10⁷ मीटर्स पर सेकेंड. अब यहाँ से आपको VA VB दोनों पता चल चुके हैं, म्यू बी पता है ऑलरेडी. उन्होंने पूछा क्या आपसे? उन्होंने दे हैव आस्क्ड यू म्यू बी अपॉन म्यू ए, राइट? सो व्हाट इज दिस? म्यू बी अपॉन म्यू ए विल बी VA अपॉन VB. डू यू अंडरस्टैंड? म्यू बी अपॉन म्यू ए विल बी व्हाट? VA अपॉन VB. ओके, व्हाट इज VA? 23 इंटू 10⁶. व्हाट इज दिस? 20.4 इंटू 10⁶. कैंसिल कर दिए, जल्दी से आंसर क्या आएगा? 1.13. थर्ड ऑप्शन आ जाएगा. तो इसको सॉल्व करेंगे तो म्यू बी विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू ए विल बी 1.13. दिस इज द आंसर, राइट? So third option is correct. I hope you understood the solution of this particular question as well. Now let's move on to this question. A teacher in his physics laboratory allotted an experiment. ठीक है, teacher physics laboratory allotted an experiment to determine the resistance G, oh my god, coil resistance of a galvanometer. G मतलब coil resistance की बात हो रही. Students took the observations for 1/3 of the deflection. दैट मीन्स जो भी मैक्सिमम डिफ्लेक्शन आ सकता है उसका सिर्फ 1/3 ही करंट गैल्वेनोमीटर में जा रहा है. ये स्टूडेंट्स ने फिक्स कर दिया. दिस इज द थिंग दैट स्टूडेंट्स हैव फिक्स्ड. सो 1/3 जाने का मतलब एक हिंट उसने दे रखा है कि जो IG है वो ओवरऑल करंट या मैक्सिमम डिफ्लेक्शन, सॉरी, जो I है वो मैक्सिमम डिफ्लेक्शन करंट दैट इज IG का 1/3 है. ओके, बात समझ आ गई? चलिए, तो इस क्वेश्चन को आगे बढ़ाते हैं. व्हाट दे हैव गिवन? विच ऑफ द बिलो इज ट्रू फॉर मेजरिंग वैल्यू ऑफ कैपिटल G. ओके, तो अब हमें G को पता, G की वैल्यू पता करनी है. एनी अदर इंफॉर्मेशन अवेलेबल? नहीं. तो एक बार ऑप्शंस को पढ़ते हैं. लेट्स रीड आउट द ऑप्शंस एंड देन डिसाइड. 1/3 of the deflection method cannot be used for determining the resistance of the galvanometer. Okay, let's wait. 1/3 पहले तो हमें पता करना पड़ेगा can we use this technique or not. 1/3 of the deflection method can be used and in this case G equals to twice the value of the shunt resistance. ओके तो दूसरे ऑप्शन में बोल रहा है कि 1/3 मेथड यूज हो सकता है और अब गैल्वेनोमीटर का जो रेजिस्टेंस है वो बोल रहा है शंट रेजिस्टेंस के 2 टाइम्स होगा या 3 टाइम्स, मतलब वो अब हमको हिंट मिल रहा है क्योंकि जब हमने क्वेश्चन पढ़ा था तो यहाँ बिल्कुल ये क्लैरिटी नहीं है. राइट नाउ वी डोंट हैव एनी क्लैरिटी दैट जी की वैल्यू क्या निकालें क्योंकि ना तो करंट दिया हुआ है ना ही कोई चीज़ हमको न्यूमेरिकल्स में दी हुई है. अब वो ऑप्शन पढ़ के ऐसे भी क्वेश्चंस आते हैं बच्चों जिसमें क्वेश्चन जब हम पढ़ते हैं तो दैट लुक्स इनकम्प्लीट. राइट, व्हेन वी रीड द क्वेश्चन इट लुक्स एब्सोल्युटली इनकम्प्लीट, बट व्हेन यू रीड द ऑप्शंस देन वी फाइंड आउट दैट वन ऑफ द ऑप्शंस इज फिलिंग इट और कंप्लीटिंग इट. ओके, so the same thing is happening here in the second option. Now third option, if we apply the 1/3 deflection method, it can be used and G equals to 3 times the value of shunt resistance. That means ये बोलता है कि यूज ही नहीं कर सकते. ये ऑप्शन बोलता है कि G जो है वो 2s के बराबर है. थर्ड ऑप्शन बोलता है कि G जो है यूज तो कर सकते हैं और 3s के बराबर है. फोर्थ ऑप्शन क्या बोलता है, कैन बी यूज एंड इसके G इक्वल्स टू द शंट रेजिस्टेंस. अच्छा, और ये बोलता है कि G जो है वो शंट रेजिस्टेंस के बराबर है. तो अब पहले तो हम चेक करेंगे क्या ये मेथड यूज हो सकता है कि नहीं. ठीक है, बिल्कुल हो सकता है, मेरे हिसाब से कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं जानी चाहिए. राइट, यूज हो सकता है तो बस हमें G और शंट रेजिस्टेंस के बीच का रिलेशनशिप निकालना है. आर यू एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस फैक्ट नाउ? ये अगर हमें पता चल गया तो कोई टेंशन ही नहीं है. क्लियर 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 क्लियर. चलिए तो फिर इसको सॉल्व करते हैं. डू वी हैव स्पेस? कैन वी डू एनीथिंग फॉर स्पेस? Keep, wait a second. Okay, so I have introduced one slide here and now we can go back. Okay, perfect. So what we will do here, we will say, sir, this, oh God, yes, sir, this is the current coming, right? It gets distributed, one in the galvanometer and another in the shunt resistance. Right, here what goes IG, here what goes I minus IG, here what comes I. Did you understand this thing? Now, so if the total current that is coming is I and in the galvanometer how much is going? How much is going? 1/3. So let's understand 1/3 deflection in the galvanometer, right? So we will say IG into capital G is equals to I minus IG into shunt resistance. Okay, so from here we will say IG is equals to G plus S, that will be I into S. So from here we will say Ig upon I, how much will this be? Ig upon I will be S upon G plus S, S upon G plus S. Got it? So this Ig is actually 1/3 of the total current, that is 1/3 deflection method, right? So this will be 1/3 S upon G plus S. So G plus S is equal to 3S. So G is equal to 2S. I hope it is clear. Very simple. So 1/3 means the current that is going, no sorry, the total current that is coming, only 1/3 of the current is going in the galvanometer coil. Did you understand this thing? So Ig by I will become 1/3. So solve it, you'll get this answer. Let me figure out which option is correct. So second option we are saying is right. Okay, so let me check. Yes, the second option is right. Did you understand this? So this was, I can say, one of the little tricky question, but अगर वो डायरेक्टली बोल देते कि टोटल करंट का 1/3 गैल्वेनोमीटर में जा रहा है, टोटल करंट का 1/3 गैल्वेनोमीटर में जा रहा है, तो आप तुरंत क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर लेते, कुछ बचता ही नहीं. बट इन्होंने थोड़ा सा क्वेश्चन की लैंग्वेज को चेंज करके दे हैव मेड इट अ लिटिल ट्रिकी, नॉट टफ, ट्रिकी. ओके, टफ का मतलब होता है जिसको आप सॉल्व ही नहीं कर सकते. ट्रिकी मतलब अगर आप शांति से उसको पढ़ो, थोड़ा सा कॉन्फिडेंस रखो तो वो बन जाएगा आपसे. ओके, नाउ यूनिफॉर्म, ये तो भाई साहब ये तो सबसे स्टैंडर्ड क्वेश्चन है, सबसे स्टैंडर्ड क्वेश्चन है ये फ्रिक्शन चैप्टर का. ठीक है। अच्छा, फ्रिक्शन चैप्टर से भी एक क्वेश्चन आ ही रहा है, ये भी देख लो बच्चों। मतलब पिछले 24 जून का पेपर, 25, 26, 27 के जो मैंने एग्जाम्स देखे हैं, पेपर देखे हैं, फ्रिक्शन का क्वेश्चन दे आर नॉट मिसिंग, वो पूछ ही रहे हैं ज़रूर। तो इस क्वेश्चन में सिंपल सा कॉन्सेप्ट दिया हुआ है, राइट, कि कुछ फ्रिक्शन लगा हुआ है और यहाँ पे कुछ पोर्शन ऑफ द रोप जो है ऐसे इट्स हैंगिंग। सो व्हाट इज द मैक्सिमम पॉसिबल लेंथ दैट कैन हैंग फ्रॉम हियर विदाउट फॉलिंग। ओके भाई, मान लेते हैं एक्स लेंथ यहाँ पर हैंग कर रही है, तो ये कितनी हो जाएगी, एल माइनस एक्स हो जाएगी ये लेंथ, राइट। सो बट इतने पोर्शन पे क्या लगेगा, आप बोलोगे सर इतने पोर्शन पे एक बड़ा ही अमेजिंग फोर्स आएगा, और उस अमेजिंग फोर्स का नाम क्या है, आप बोलोगे सर फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स। व्हाट कैन बी द मैक्सिमम वैल्यू ऑफ दैट फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स, आप बोलोगे सर लिमिटिंग वैल्यू ऑफ फ्रिक्शन, राइट। Why? Because we want to find out the maximum length of the rope that can hang from here. And what is the force that is acting here downward? It will be mg. What is the small m? Small m is the mass of this hanging portion only, right? I hope it is clear. So let's begin. So we will say that this maximum limiting value must be equal to mg. Let's say the total mass of the rope is capital M. Okay, total mass of the rope is capital M. So you will say, sir, FL is what? Mu into normal is equals to small m into g, right? Now what is the mass of this particular portion? So you will say total mass upon total length into length of this particular portion. So mu into total mass upon total length into length of that portion which is on the table into g. This is the normal, right? Then let's come to this small mg. Small m is what? Again, total mass upon total length into length of the portion that is hanging, that is x, m by l into x into g. Do you understand? Now simply you cancel all the parameters that are common on both the sides. We'll do that. We'll say m by l and g. M by l and g are gone. So L minus x. So L is what? L is x into 1 plus 1 by mu. So what is, now what I do is, whenever I teach this concept, I tell my students to remember this thing, the result directly. L is equals to x into 1 plus 1 by mu, right? So what is mu? Mu is 0.5 here, right? So x plus 1 by 0.5 is x into 1 plus 1 by 0.5. 1 plus 1 by 0.5. 0.5 is what? Half. So it's like 1 plus 2, 3. So it will be 3x. So what is x? L by 3. What is L? What is L here? L is 6 meter, it is given already. So 6 by 3, it is 2 meters, right? X is 2 meters. So what is the answer? 2. Yes, the answer is 2. Did you understand, everyone? Students, learn from this video, okay? Learn from this live. This is really very helpful for you. आपको ज़रूर लगेगा सर इससे अच्छा तो हम अपना बुक खोल के रिवीजन कर लेते हैं। मुझे पता है आप यही सोच रहे होगे सर इससे अच्छा बहुत सारे चैप्टर्स केमिस्ट्री के रिवाइज करने हैं। वो आप समझो इस बात को, बार बार वही पेजेस खोल रहे हो ना, सेम बुक बार बार वही पेजेस खोल रहे हो, तो आप कुछ नया नहीं सीख रहे हो। आप पहले उसको पढ़ते वक्त जो पॉइंट मिस कर चुके हो वो आप उसको 100 बार भी पढ़ोगे तो आप वो पॉइंट मिस ही करोगे, जब तक कि वो पॉइंट जो आपसे मिस हुआ है वो किसी क्वेश्चन के रूप में आपके सामने ना आए और आप उसमें गलती करके ना सीखो। अंडरस्टैंड माई लॉजिक हियर, ओके? चलिए अब आगे बढ़ते हैं। अ 0.5 kg ब्लॉक मूविंग एट अ स्पीड compresses a spring through a distance of 30 centimeter. When its speed is half the spring constant, the spring will be. सीधी बात है। एक मान लेते हैं एक स्प्रिंग थी, वो अपनी नेचुरल लेंथ में होगी, राइट? और एक ब्लॉक आया कुछ स्पीड लेकर, मान लेते हैं v, ठीक है? और स्प्रिंग कांस्टेंट के है, अब कुछ डिस्टेंस चला और स्प्रिंग को उसने कॉम्प्रेस कर दिया और स्पीड अपनी v/2 कर ली। एंड व्हाट इज द डिस्टेंस बाय विच इट हैज कॉम्प्रेस्ड x? तो आप क्या बोलोगे? वर्क डन बाय ऑल द फोर्सेस इज इक्वल टू चेंज इन काइनेटिक एनर्जी, या आप ये भी बोल सकते हो वट एवर लॉस इन काइनेटिक एनर्जी दैट इज टेकिंग प्लेस फॉर द ब्लॉक, दैट पर्टिकुलर लॉस ऑफ काइनेटिक एनर्जी इज गोइंग इन द फॉर्म ऑफ पोटेंशियल एनर्जी इन द स्प्रिंग. So clearly we can say the loss in kinetic energy of the block is equal to the gain in potential energy of the spring. Are you understanding? Hey guys, are you understanding? Simple. So what is the potential energy? Increment in the potential energy half kx square. What is the loss? you will say sir half mv square minus half mv by 2 whole square, right? So first of all kick out this 2 from the equation. Then what you will do, you will say sir kx square is equals to mv square into 1 minus 1 by 4, that is 3 by 4. Do you get it? Simple, eh? mv square into 3 by 4. Now what you have to do, everything is given, mass is given 0.5, fantastic, speed is given 12, fantastic, kx is given 30, so take it 0.3. So k is what? 0.3, because centimeter needs to be converted into meter. Very good. This is 0.5, this is 12 into 12 into 3 upon 4. Okay, brilliant, brilliant. Just solve it and your answer will be approximately 600, I guess, right? 600. So it comes out to be 600 Newton per meter. So K on solving this comes out to be 600 Newton per meter. Done, done, done. Okay, so let's take this question. The velocity of the upper layer of the water. Simple. So this is the concept of viscosity. The velocity of the upper layer of the water in the river is this, 36 km per hour. जल्दी convert करो, 36 into 5 by 18 कर दो, कितना हो गया? 10 meter per second. So velocity कितनी दी हुई है? 10 meters per second. Shearing stress between horizontal layers of water. तो ये सभी जानते हैं कि shearing stress, देखो force का formula क्या होता है between the layers, ये हो जाता है eta into delta v upon delta y upon, sorry, not upon, into area, right? So आप यहाँ से बोलोगे सर shearing stress ये हो जाएगा, that will be what? Coefficient of viscosity into velocity gradient, right? Yes or no? Fantastic. So this shearing stress, I guess it is given 10 to the power minus 3. ये अवेलेबल है आपके पास ऑलरेडी इस सवाल में. फिर आप बोलोगे सर कोफिशिएंट ऑफ विस्कोसिटी पूछा है कि बताना है. कोफिशिएंट ऑफ विस्कोसिटी तो दिया हुआ है. ओके, एंड व्हाट इज डेल्टा वी? सो जो टॉप लेयर, अब ये मान के चलते जो भी टॉप लेयर है, ठीक है, और जो भी बॉटम मोस्ट लेयर है, इसकी वेलोसिटी तो जीरो होती है, ये तो नो स्लिपिंग कंडीशन होता है. और ये जो टॉप मोस्ट लेयर है ये कितने से जा रही है? 10 मीटर पर सेकेंड से. और ये जो हाइट डिफरेंस है इसको अपन डेल्टा वाई बोल देते हैं, यही डेप्थ हो गई हमारी. तो अब आप क्या बोलोगे? ये हो जाएगा 10 अपॉन डेल्टा वाई. सो यहाँ से डेल्टा वाई कितना हो जाएगा? 10 टू द पावर माइनस 1 अपॉन 10 टू द पावर माइनस 3, विच इज 100 मीटर्स, राइट? सो व्हाट इज द आंसर टू दिस क्वेश्चन? 100. अच्छा, ये जो मैं आंसर बता रहा हूँ ना आपको, ये एनटीए के आंसर्स हैं, ठीक है? ओके. नाउ स्टीम इंजन इनटेक्स 50 grams ऑफ स्टीम, ओके, पर मिनट. कितनी स्टीम ले रहा है वो पर मिनट? 50 grams ऑफ स्टीम इट इज टेकिंग पर मिनट एंड कूल्स इट डाउन टू 20 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड. अब वो स्टीम को कूल डाउन कर रहा है, मतलब बीच में उसका फेज चेंज भी तो हो रहा होगा. पहले उसने स्टीम ली, स्टीम को वाटर में कन्वर्ट किया, फिर वो 100 डिग्री सेल्सियस वाटर को कूल डाउन करके 20 डिग्री सेल्सियस पे लेकर आएगा. सो द प्रोसेस इज समवॉट लाइक दिस. 50 grams of steam at 100 degree Celsius gets converted into 50 grams of water at 100 degree Celsius. तो यहाँ पे latent heat involve हो जाएगी. फिर ये convert होगा 50 grams of water at 20 degree Celsius. तो दो जगह हीट इन्वॉल्व हो रही है, राइट? एंड दिस इज बीइंग डन इन एवरी मिनट. ओके, सो लेट्स सॉल्व इट. लेट्स से दिस इज Q1 and let's say this is Q2. So what is Q1? You will say, sir, Q1 is m into L, that is 50 into 540 calories per gram. So 50 into 540, whatever is the answer, this will be what? How much? You will say calories. Now next is what? Q2. Q2 is what? MC delta T. Why? Because this is not the phase transformation happening, right? So what is M? 50. What is C? 1. For water, the specific heat capacity is 1 calorie per gram per degree Celsius. Into temperature difference is 100 minus 20, that is 80. Do it. So these many calories. Okay. Now if you add them, how much is this? 540 plus 80 is what? 620. 620 का आधा कर दूं 3100. So at 31,000, so I guess answer will be 31, right, if you add them. So overall heat they are taking out per minute will be 31,000 calories. 31,000 calories. So yes, 31 is the right answer. Got it my dear students? Yes or no? थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम है, मैं राइट हैंड से लिखता हूँ ना, तो आपको कई बार मेरी पीठ फेस करनी पड़ती है. सो आई विल ट्राई टू बी फ्रॉम दिस साइड ओनली. ओके, द फर्स्ट ओवरटोन फ्रीक्वेंसी. सबसे पहले क्वेश्चन पढ़ने से पहले तुरंत याद रख लो भाई कि ओपन पाइप का फॉर्मूला क्या है, क्लोज्ड ऑर्गन पाइप का फॉर्मूला क्या है. ओपन ऑर्गन पाइप की बात करें तो ओपन ऑर्गन पाइप के लिए फ्रीक्वेंसी होती है n/2L इंटू वी. ठीक है. और वहीं अगर क्लोज्ड पाइप की बात करें तो फ्रीक्वेंसी होती है 2n-1 इंटू वी अपॉन 4L. ठीक है. अच्छा, ओवरटोन की बात करें तो फर्स्ट ओवरटोन मतलब होता है n=2. ठीक है. तो उसने बोला फर्स्ट ओवरटोन फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ ओपन ऑर्गन पाइप, मतलब ओपन ऑर्गन पाइप के लिए हम n को पुट कर रहे हैं 2. सो फ्रीक्वेंसी फर्स्ट ओवरटोन कितना आ जाएगा v/L. ठीक है. लेट्स से लेंथ इज L1 बिकॉज उनकी लेंथ के का ही रिलेशनशिप हमें पता करना है. नाउ फॉर क्लोज्ड ऑर्गन पाइप उसने बोला है कौन सी फ्रीक्वेंसी, फंडामेंटल फ्रीक्वेंसी. इफ वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द फंडामेंटल फ्रीक्वेंसी n हैज टू बी 1. सो 2 × 1 - 1 इज 2 v/4L2. सो इट विल बी लाइक दिस. फंडामेंटल ना, तो इसको हम बोल सकते हैं 0th ओवरटोन. तो ये कितना हो जाएगा v/4L2. बस. अब ये दोनों फ्रीक्वेंसीज अगर बराबर हैं, इफ दे आर इक्वल, सो यू विल से v/L1 इज इक्वल्स टू v/4L2. सो L1 कितना आ गया 4L2 के बराबर. और उससे हमें क्लोज्ड ऑर्गन पाइप की लेंथ 20 सेंटीमीटर दी है, मतलब L2 20 सेंटीमीटर दिया हुआ है. तो L1 कितना हो जाएगा 20 × 4 हो जाएगा आपका 80 सेंटीमीटर. आई गेस यू आर एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट आई एम टेलिंग यू. सिंपल ना, very very simple. Tell me in the chat box, tell me in the comment section guys. Don't be dead like zombies. Come here and respond. Okay, so now this question I really like. I really like this question. It's a very simple one. So first of all in this question what we use is point potential technique. बड़ी famous technique है, इसका नाम है point potential technique. देखो ये A है तो ये पॉइंट का भी पोटेंशियल A हो जाएगा और ये पूरा घूम के इधर भी A आ जाएगा. ये अगर B है तो ये पॉइंट का पोटेंशियल भी B हो जाएगा. अब देखो ये कुछ नया पॉइंट है तो मैं बोलता हूँ अगर ये पॉइंट का पोटेंशियल C है तो ये भी C हो जाएगा और घूम के ये भी C आ जाएगा. तो अब ऐसे बनाओ, 3 पॉइंट्स हैं, ये है A, ये है C और ये है B. अब A से C के बीच में कितने कैपेसिटर है? आप बोलोगे सर A से C के बीच में 1, 2 एंड 3, ये तीनों कैपेसिटर्स A से C के बीच में हैं. तो ये तीनों कैपेसिटर्स क्या हो गए, पैरेलल में हो गए. अब C से B के बीच में कितने कैपेसिटर? आप बोलोगे सर C से B के बीच में सिर्फ एक ही है. ठीक है. तो ये बाकी के 2 कहाँ हैं? ये तो C और C के बीच में. तो इन 2 कैपेसिटर का तो कोई रोल ही नहीं है, तो इनको तो हटा दो भाई. ये तो कोई काम के नहीं है क्योंकि इनके अक्रॉस पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस ही 0 है, तो इनमें कोई चार्ज जाएगा ही नहीं. तो आप इनको अगर हटा भी दोगे तो इक्विवेलेंट सर्किट ये बनेगा. अब देख लो भाई, ये कितना है 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8 एंड 8. सो व्हाट इज दिस? 8, 8, 8 इन पैरेलल विल बिकम 24. 24, okay, 24 and 8 will be in series. So you will say sir 1/24 plus 1/8 is equals to 1 by C equivalent. 8 3s are 4, 6. So C equivalent will be 6 microfarad. Right? You can solve it and 6 is the answer. Did you understand? So here what we have used is the point potential technique my dear students. है ना मस्त? है ना मस्त? बच्चों अगर सीख रहे हो तो लाइक भी कर दो, आप अप्रिशिएट करोगे तो अच्छा लगेगा, राइट? इफ यू आर वाचिंग दिस वीडियो एंड if this video is really helpful for you, do give the thumbs up, okay? A resistor develops 300 joules of thermal energy in 15 seconds. Resistor I square RT is the energy Q. So if they are talking about two different cases, so I can say like this, I1 square R into T1 upon I2 square into R into T2 will be Q1 upon Q2. So actually what they have asked in the question, you can see that, उन्होंने बोले एक रजिस्टर लिया, ठीक है, तो उसमें पहले कितने 15 सेकेंड्स में देखा जब करंट 2 एम्पियर पास करते हैं तो 300 जूल्स की एनर्जी लिबरेट होती है। अब उसी रजिस्टर में अगर हम 3 एम्पियर करंट पास करेंगे 10 सेकेंड्स के लिए तो कितनी एनर्जी लिबरेट होगी, मतलब उसने Q2 पूछा है, राइट। सो हमने फॉर्मूला पहले ही बना के लिख दिया। अब देखो भाई रेजिस्टेंस की तो कहानी यहीं से खत्म हो जाएगी, देयर इज नो इशू फॉर रेजिस्टेंस। व्हाट इज I1? 2, I2 is 3, so you will say it will be 2 by 3 whole square into what is T1? T1 is 15 by 10 is equals to Q1 is 300 upon Q2. Okay, I believe you can solve it from here and you will definitely get the right answer, right? How much is that? I guess 450. Yes, 450 was coming. So Q2 will be 450 joules. Solve it and get your answer. Are you following this, students? Right. Increase the number of likes. Okay, so again one more question on point potential technique. You will say, sir, this is A, this is B, so this is A, this is A, this is B, this is B, right? But there is another point that is exactly in between, and this is point C. Can you see that? Now let's begin. A, C and B. How many resistance are there in between A and C? You will say, sir, 1 and 2, 5. So 5 ohms, 5 ohms, A and C. Now how many resistance are there between C and B? You will say, sir, 2.5 ohms. 2.5 ohms. How many resistance are there directly between A and B? You will say, sir, 5 ohm, this one. This is 5 ohms. Can you see that? All 4 are covered. Now you can say 5 and 5 in parallel. 5 and 5 in parallel will become 5 by 2, that is 2.5. 2.5 and 2.5 in series will become 5 again. Then 5 and 5 in parallel will become 2.5 again. 2.5 is the answer for resistance. So R equivalent is 2.5 ohms. What is current? Current is V upon R equivalent. 5 upon 2.5, answer will be 2 amperes. समझे क्या बच्चों? Phenomenal question. अरे यार इसमें डाउट आ रहा है क्या आपको? देखो उसमें डाउट नहीं आना चाहिए। देखो 5 और 5 क्या होगा बच्चों? 2.5. अब ये हो गया 2.5. अब ये 2.5 और 2.5 सीरीज में मिलके क्या बन जाएंगे? 5. तो आप बोलोगे सर एक हो गया 5 ओम ऊपर और एक हो गया 5 ओम नीचे, तो 5 and 5 in parallel will become 2.5. समझे आप आंसर? इसलिए 2.5 आया। बस फिर आई निकालने के लिए क्या V अपॉन R इक्विवेलेंट करके आंसर निकाल देने का है। यस और नो? लाइक द वीडियो, वेरी गुड। द करंट ऑफ, ओके, ये आपको गुमराह किया जा रहा है यहाँ पे कि करंट ऐसा ऐसा फंक्शन है टाइम का। ये बिना मतलब गुमराह करने वाला सवाल है। आपसे बोला जा रहा है हाउ मच एनर्जी इज स्पेंट। आपको पता है इंडक्टर में कितनी एनर्जी खर्च होती है? आप बोलोगे सर हाफ LI2 स्क्वायर माइनस हाफ LI1 स्क्वायर। 0 से 2 एम्पियर, तो भाई 0 था पहले, तो फाइनल एनर्जी कितनी हो जाएगी? हाफ इंटू L इंटू 2 एम्पियर होल स्क्वायर माइनस हाफ इंटू L इंटू 0 होल स्क्वायर। ओके, सो योर आंसर विल बी, L इज हाउ मच? 2, हाफ इंटू 2 इंटू 4 माइनस 0, आंसर विल बी 4 जूल्स। अब इसको आप बहुत ही गंदे तरीके से सॉल्व करके भी निकालो, उससे फर्क नहीं पड़ता। भाई इंडक्टर की एनर्जी तो हाफ LI स्क्वायर होती है ना, करंट कैसा भी वेरी करे उससे क्या लेना देना। ठीक, आंसर 4 है। चलो एक और क्वेश्चन। अ फोर्स ऑन एन ऑब्जेक्ट इज गिवन, देखते जाएंगे। अ फोर्स ऑन एन ऑब्जेक्ट ऑफ मास, मास कितना दिया हुआ है? 0.1 kg। द पोजिशन ऑफ दैट ऑब्जेक्ट एट 2 seconds इज दिस। ओके फाइन, फोर्स इज गिवन। Vector F is actually m times vector A. This is how much? 10 I cap plus 5 j cap. So what is vector A? 10 upon m. M is what? 0.1. So it will be 100 I cap plus 50 जे कैप। आप बोलोगे सर ये कैसे आया? अरे सिंपल है ना, मास 10 को मास से डिवाइड कर दिया, 5 को भी मास से डिवाइड कर दिया। मास कितना है? 0.1, तो 10 अपॉन 0.1 करेंगे तो 100 आएगा, 5 अपॉन 0.1 करेंगे तो 50 आएगा। आएगा कि नहीं आएगा बच्चों? वेरी गुड वेरी गुड वेरी गुड। सो वेक्टर ए कितना हो गया? 100 आई कैप प्लस 50 जे कैप। नाउ वन मोर थिंग, position they have given after how much time? So t is 2 seconds and they have given us the position a I cap plus b j cap as the final coordinates. Okay, after 2 seconds these are the final coordinates. So what we will do, we will say that a I cap plus b j cap. Okay, a I cap plus b j cap. So you will say sir a is equals to uxt plus half into axt square. Now what is this? Because a is the x coordinate, right? Displacement along x. So initial velocity is 0. So a will be half into 100 into 2 whole square, which will be 200 meters, right? Same thing we'll do for b also. B is the displacement along y axis, right? So b will be, again you will say uy, y component of initial velocity into t plus half into y component of acceleration into time square. And since acceleration is constant, that's why we are able to use the Newton's equation, otherwise we couldn't have used this equation, right? So this is going to be 0. तो बच्चों यहाँ जोर से बोलेंगे half into ay कितना है? 50 है, बिल्कुल है। टाइम कितना है? 2 का स्क्वायर करेंगे तो कितना आएगा बच्चों? आएगा 4, तो 2 1 जा 2 2 जा 52 जा 100 मीटर्स। तो b जो आया है वो 100 मीटर्स आया है, a जो आया है वो 200 आया है। अब अगर आप a और b का रेशियो लोगे तो आंसर आएगा 2। तो मेरे हिसाब से इस क्वेश्चन का आंसर आना चाहिए 2। यस, ये सही भी है और इसका आंसर है 2। समझ में आ रही है बात बच्चों? है ना? मस्त 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 कॉन्सेप्ट। ओ गॉड, थैंक यू, दैट्स ऑल। तो ये तो यार बड़ा ही आसान पेपर था, इसमें तो ऐसा कुछ भी खास नहीं था। मतलब सच बता रहा हूँ, जो सच बता रहा हूँ, अगर आपने अच्छे से प्रिपरेशन की है ना, मतलब हर कॉन्सेप्ट के 5-6 स्टैंडर्ड क्वेश्चंस भी अच्छे से करें, तो बिलीव में यार ये 50 मिनट्स के अंदर पूरे के पूरे 100 मार्क्स आपके हाथ में, पूरे के पूरे 100 मार्क्स। ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा एक क्वेश्चन अगर आप फंसोगे तो मैं बोल सकता हूँ गैल्वेनोमीटर वाला जो क्वेश्चन था उसमें हो सकता है आप कंफ्यूज होके कुछ गलत टिक कर दो, अदरवाइज पूरे मस्त क्वेश्चन है, सारे के सारे आपसे बनते हैं, इतने आसान क्वेश्चन है। ओके, एनीवेज, सो प्लीज़ आप ये सेशन करिए स्टूडेंट्स, ये आप लोग के लिए बहुत ज़रूरी है। ये दिन भर बैठे हमारे साथ ये करें, ये सेशंस, ये आप ही के लिए ये सेशन, राइट? आपके लिए ये सेशन है कि आपको हेल्प जितनी हो सके मिले, हम जितना ज़्यादा हो सके आपको पुश करें और आपकी प्रिपरेशन और अच्छी करें, ताकि सेकेंड अटेम्प्ट में आप अपने फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट के रिजल्ट से काफ़ी बेटर लेकर आएँ। ओके, तो बस हमारी एक ही फरमाइश है, आप आए ये सेशन अटेंड करें। प्लीज कम एंड अटेंड दीज सेशंस, दीज आर फॉर यू ओनली स्टूडेंट्स। लाइक, सब्सक्राइब एंड शेयर इट विथ योर फ्रेंड्स एंड सॉल्व दीज पेपर्स विथ अस। थैंक यू सो मच, टाटा, बाय बाय।